Helo a chroeso I Lynebwy, cartref y Darllediad her am y tro. Gan fod y gwir dyn yn chwarae adre heno ma, mae yn y fantol unwaith eto. Ond tybed, all Lynebwy ei amddiffyn am y 10fed tro. Gewn ni weld.
Lynebwy sydd wedi dod I fanc i'r eglwys a maen nhw wedi cipio'r Darllediad her. Evan Lloyd, rownd y tu allan, cais o'r safon ucha I Lynebwy, Harry Rhys-Weldon.
Mae yna le, mae yna ddadlwythiad, a mae yna gais, a mae Lynebwy yn rhigo pen y bont I ddarne.
George Parry, oddi ar I drod fe yn croesi, am gais penigam I gael pen ymwdol ar y gêm yma. Lynebwy yn drech na nhw ym mhob elfen.
Llanymddyfri yw'r tîm diweddaraf I trio cipio'r Darllediad yn Stadiwm Gymunedol CiNER Glass. Nhw yw'r tîm naeth Lynebwy giro I gymryd y Darllediad tymor diwetha, a dyma'r unig ddau dîm sydd heb colli eto tymor yma. Felly, dylse hwn fod yn un dda. A dyma ni, y Three Musketeers. Mae gen I Josh Turnbull ar y key guest wrth gwrs yn ymuno da ni. Reit, Josh, o'n I sôn am y Darllediad her. Mae bendant wedi ychwanegu rhywbeth at y gynghrair, yn dydi?
Ydy, mae lan heno, a bydd Llanymddyfri eisiau enll. Mae wedi bod rhywbeth gwahanol i'r tymor, achos mae rhywbeth ar pob gêm nawr sy'n bynnag sy'n da fe.
Ie, a Ricky, yn amlwg, yr unig amser maen nhw wedi colli adre Lynebwy yw erbyn Casnewydd yn y rownd derfynol, ond mae'r Darllediad ond ar gael yn y tymor arferol wrth gwrs. Felly mae hyn yn lle anodd I ddod, a fi'n siŵr mae dati lot o atgofion falle melys fan hyn.
Dim lot o rai felys, ond odi, mae blaenwyr mawr gyda nhw, mae dorf yn swlchyn dros ben, a hefyd mae lot o chwaraewyr profiadol gyda nhw erbyn nawr sy'n gallu ware gêm tymor bach yn wahanol I beth ni wedi gweld Lynebwy'n ware yn y gorffennol.
Ie, gwych, ond Josh, mae rhaid I ni sôn am Llanymddyfri. Mae nhw heb colli y tymor yma chwaith. Ti'n meddwl allan nhw ennill heno yma?
Ie, mae pob chance da nhw, ond bydd rhaid nhw chwarae gêm agored. Sut mae Llanymddyfri eisiau chwarae. Mae llwyth o boes ifanc yn chwarae nhw, ond fi'n edrych mlaen I gweld Jack Davies a Tommy Lewis yn y lolwer. Os mae yna digon o lle, maen nhw gallu creu problemau. Dyna beth maen nhw'n wain. Maen nhw eisiau chwarae gêm gyda tempo, gêm agored, dadlwyth o bil mas i'r gwagle, a gobeithio bydd ni'n gweld na heno.
Ie, gwych. Reit te, gadewch ni edrych ar y tabl fel mae'n sefyll. Mae'r ddau yma yn arwain y ffordd, Llanymddyfri ar y brig, ond mae gan Lynebwy gêm mewn llaw. Cofiwch yn y gystadleuaeth yma, mae pwynt bonus ychwanegol os ydych chi'n ennill o 15 pwynt neu'n fwy, felly pwyntiau llawn I Lynebwy. Mae yna dipyn o fwlch at ben y bont yn y trydydd safle, ond mae pawb wedi ennill o leiaf un gêm, heb law y pencampwyr Casnewydd. Gadewch i ni droi ein sylw at tîm Lynebwy, felly mae Sean Parry yn dechrau am y tro cyntaf tymor yma. Mae wedi bod yn cynrychioli Canada yn y Pacific Nations Cup. Chwaraeodd yn erbyn America, Japan, Fiji a Tonga ac yn sgorio yn erbyn Japan. Da iawn ti bwy. Mae Dorian Jones, mab Kingsley, yn ôl yn chwarae ar ôl bod yn y MLR yn America. Chwaraeodd I Lynebwy yn ei arddegau ac yn ôl yn y crys 10 heno yma. Mae capten y clwb Joe Franchi wedi enafu, felly Ian Morris yn dechrau'r safle'r bachwr. Fe sy'n ar frig tabl sgorwyr ceisio tymor yma gyda 4. Reit, draw at Owain Gwynedd nawr gyda dyn ifanc o'r dreigiau.
Ie, dwi efo Owain Conk sydd dod allan o marfar yn y lein wythwr, nid unig Ebbw, y dreigiau ac un wythwr tîm Danigian Cymru. Ges ti dymor anodd blwyddyn dwytha, anafiadau, salwch ag ati. So mae'n teimlo fod yn ôl ar y can yn chwarae I Ebbw tymor yma?
Mae'n anhygol I fod yn onest. Blwyddyn diwethaf, jyst llawn anafiadau a just bach o problemau iechyd hefyd. So honestly, mae'r boys yn anhygol, so mae'n teimlo mor dda, I fod yn onest.
A mae'r tîm, mae llawn hyder, di ennill pob gêm hyd yma, di chwalu pob eich blaenau chi. Sut mae'n teimlo fod yn rhan o'r tîm sy'n chwarae mor dda ar hyn o bryd a sydd ydych chi'n cadw'r momentum na fynd heddiw?
Wel, dyn ni, I fod yn onest, dyn ni'n tîm mor agos, ar y cae, ag off y cae hefyd. So, just cadw fod yn agos a just eisiau dangos ein ein gêm pŵer ni heno.
A mae'r gêm bwar yn bwysig iawn. Diolch am y sgwrs. Cedi nôl i gnesu fyny ac i ymarfer. A fel dwi'n gwybod yma yn Lynebwy, y gêm bwar na'r sgarmes symudo sy'n hanesyddol wedi ennill. Dwi'n ni'n faint o gema yma anodd ei stopio unwaith yn cychwyn. Tair pedair cais o'r lein tymor wythnos dwytha neu pethefnos nôl by'n Caerdydd. Jason Strange fan hyn ydy'r brains tu ôl y cyfan. Jace, nice to see you. It must be easy being a head coach at Ebbw and things ticking along so well. You just kind of just keep them going, I imagine.
No, we've had a really good start. Pleased, they're a great group of players to coach, and we've played some good sides so far in the league. And to have 18 points is fantastic, but we face a real tough challenge this evening.
Yeah, maximum points from the first 3 games, which is fantastic. But Llandovery, they're going to be taking it up a notch again tonight. They're a good team. Bit of rivalry between them now, especially looking back to the semi-final last year where you came back late on to win it by a point.
Yeah, we've had some tremendous battles with Llandovery over the years, and tonight will be no different. We've got a lot of respect for them. They play a good brand of rugby, and it promises to be a real good game tonight between 2 good sides. And we'll focus on ourselves, and if we play to our potential, we give ourselves a good chance. But that's all we've discussed really, is focusing on our top performance.
Well, let's hope for it's a good game. Good luck tonight and diolch am y sgwrs.
Yeah, thanks very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jason.
Ie, llwyth o frwydrau anhygoel yn erbyn y 2 dîm yma, Ricky, ond pan ni'n sôn am y tymor, efe dyma'r blwyddyn i Lynebwy?
Wel, walle taw blwyddyn ma bydd y flwyddyn, ond mae rhaid i nhw cael cwbl o pethau. Mae rhaid nhw cael look, a mae rhaid nhw cael anafiadau, neu dim lot o anafiadau, ond mae rhaid nhw cadw'r ffydd fyd, achos dyw e ddim yn mynd i fod yn rwydd trwy gydol y tymor. Bydd cwbl o bympiau yn y hewl. Mae eisiau nhw'n gwneud siŵr bod nhw'n cadw at ei gilydd trwy gydol y tymor.
Ie, gwych. A Josh, o'n i'n clywed gan Owen Conco fyna. Beth ti'n meddwl ohono fe? Mae fe'n dipyn o dalent.
Ie, cafodd y cwbl o anafiadau blwyddyn diwetha, ond mae rwy'n dod dechrau tymor ma'n gwych. Mae lan top y stats pob wythnos gyda cario, taclo, mae'n mynd trwy ddod twmpath y gwaith. Fel mae pac Lynebwy yn arfer wneud. A just pob clod i fe, just gobeithio gallwn nhw cario ymlaen. Mae'n dda i gweld bod un o'r boes y dreig yma yn chwarae a cael digon o profiad yn mas na pob wythnos a chwarae pob wythnos fyd.
Ie, yn sicr. A Ricky, cwestiwn i ti. Ni gyd yn gwybod am gêm pŵer traddodiadol Lynebwy, ond tymor yma, diolch byth, fi'n meddwl mod i symud i ffwrdd o hynna.
O'n i wedi siarad am ei gynnet. Mae pobl fel Dorian Jones yn wario mas o'r un. Mae fe'n dod llodrus gyda'r pel. Mae gallu cico'r pel yn dda. A hefyd pobl fel Evan Lloyd sy'n wario cefnor heddi. Mae'n cico'r bel yn hir dros ben, ond hefyd mae'n gallu paso'r bel a mae'n dawnus dros ben at y llinell.
Ie, ffantastig. Wel, a dyma cais anhygoel. Jyst yn dangos y ffordd newydd o chwarae mae Lynebwy wedi dechrau tymor yma. Reit, wel, y tro diwethaf wnaeth y 2 gwrdd oedd yn rownd gyn derfynol llynedd. Lynebwy ath â hi 29 i 28. Dyma dîm Llanymddyfri bydd yn gobeithio taro'r pwyth yn ôl. Mae 5 Scarlet ifanc yn dechrau heno. Dyma 3 ohonyn nhw. Mae Gabe Hawley yn dechrau yn yr eng blaen. Chwaraeodd ei gêm gyntaf i'r Scarlets tymor diwetha, ei gyntaf o 6 hyd yma. Mae Dylan Alford yn pacio lawr yn y ail reng, ei dymor cyntaf i'r Porthmin ar ôl ymuno o RGC. Mae fe'n aelod o garfan Dan Ugain Cymru hefyd. Ac yn y triol, mae Tommy Lewis yn dechrau ar yr asgell, ei gêm gyntaf o'r tymor. 21 cais mewn 32 gêm i'r Porthmin. A drych a pwy sydd wedi ymuno Dan ni, Eiros, ti'n iawn, mate?
Iawn, ie.
Ie, gwych. Mae tîm cryf mas y ti heno. Ti'n meddwl fydd yn sialens?
Ie, amlwg. Mae Lynebwy yn arbennig gytre. Challenge enfawr o blaen ni.
Ie, a ti wedi ennill 4 allan o 4 gêm hyd yma. Siŵr o fod chi'n hapus iawn dar dechreuad i'r tymor?
Ie, hapus. Hapus y ffaith bod wedi cymysgu gyda tîm i'n lan hefyd. Lot o boes ifanc gyda cyfle. Ond mae'n gêm enfawr yn ni a disgwyl mlaen yma.
Eiros, ti'n siarad bod i boes ifanc, Josh Morse, Gabe Howley, y boes na, beth ni'n edrych i cael mas o'r boes na hyn. Lot o profiad ydy'r arfain gyda Berian a Jamie, ond ble mae'n dechrau gyda nhw?
Yn gwmwys, mae gyngor yma rhoi cyfle i wario boes fan hyn, a i dod lan fan hyn fel Josh Morse, fel prop, a mae'n erbyn pac Lynebwy yn challenge fawr o fe, ond ni'n digon o derys bydd yn neud yn dda yno.
Ie, a ni gyd yn sôn am pa mor anodd mae fe I dod fan hyn. Sut chi'n paratoi am gêm fel hyn?
Mae'n galed to, ond ni'n gwybod beth sy'n blan ni. Mae game cico dda dyn nhw, mae scrum dda dyn nhw, a mae sgarmes smidol dda dyn nhw, so mae rhaid ni stopo fe.
Ie, wel, fi'n gobeithio bod chi'n lwcus heno te. Pob lwc, diolch yn fawr.
Diolch fawr.
A diolch am ymuno Dani.
Pob lwc, Ros.
Reit te, newn ni symud ymlaen I Llandovery, digon o Lynebwy. Mae rhaid I ni sôn am Josh Morse. Beth ti'n nabod amdano fe, Josh?
Ie, prop. Mae wedi dod trwyddo'r system. Mae wedi cael cwpl o anafiadau dros y blynyddoedd diwethaf. Mae wedi dechrau tomyn yma yn dda. Bydd Ricky yn mwy o cryfder gyda Ricky siarad yn beth mae'n gwneud.
Ie, ni'n gallu gweld Josh fyna, mae'n grif dros y bel, mae'n dinistriol, a hefyd, phan mae'n gorffo fo, mae'n pwerus dros ben, a mae'n pwerus yn y scrum hefyd. Yn technegol na mae'n aeddfedu, a ni'n mynd I gweld hwnna heno, mae'n ware erbyn Adam, sy'n dechrau I Ebbw Vale. Mae fe'n profiadol dros ben, felly mae'n challenge mawr I Josh, ond fi'n edrych mlaen I gweld sy'n mynd ymlaen.
Ie, gwych. A Josh, ni sôn am sut mae Llanymddyfri'n hoffi taflu'r pel o gwmpas. Mae Jack Davies a Tommy Lewis yn angen reidiol i'r stol yma o chwarae.
Ie, fel mae Lynebwy yn chwarae, bydd nhw'n cico bel yn hir lawr y cae. Bydd hwn yn chwarae mewn I gêm Llanymddyfri, achos maen nhw'n eisiau nhw'n mosod o dwfner. A pobl fel Jack Davies a Tommy Lewis yn dod mewn i'r gêm. Bydd nhw eisiau chwarae o dwfn. Dadlwyth o bel, chwarae gloagle, a gobeithio gallwn ni gweld y ddau nhw'n cael gêm dda.
Ie, fi'n gobeithio am gêm dda, dau tîm anhygoel, fe mae rhaid I fi ofyn I chi, Ricky na I ddechrau da ti. Pen ar y bloc, pwy sy'n mynd I cymryd â hi heno yma?
Os mae scrum yn dala I pwysau unan Llanymddyfri fi.
Ie, Josh?
A fi, os maen nhw'n gallu symud pac fawr Lynebwy rownd, fi'n meddwl bydd Llanymddyfri'n ennill.
Ie, gwych, reit te, amdani. Felly, gewn ni weld pwy sy'n am ennill heno yma. Mae'r amser wedi dod. Cyntaf yn erbyn yr ail yn Super Rygbi Cymru. Amser a ymuno a'n tîmau sylwebu felly. English language commentary is available with Sean Holly and Josh Turnbull, Owen Gwynedd a Ricky Gessi gyda chi yn y Gymraeg.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the CiNER Glass Community Stadium here in Ebbw Vale for what promises to be an enthralling top-of-the-table clash. Add to boot the Challenger Shield. It's a lovely night in Ebbw Vale, albeit a little cold. Usually is. Just regaling to former Ebbw Vale stalwart Mostyn Richards, long-time friend, about how cold it is playing up here, particularly as a full-back. Him the same. Many appearances for Ebbw Vale back in the day, but it's a different era, different competition, and two teams that are undefeated, albeit the visitors having played one more game due to the postponement of the Cardiff clash. Sprinkling of supporters braving the cold as the teams come out, and the home side, well, revelling in the form under Jason Strange at the moment. But this is Llandovery, the visitors. Lots of success in recent seasons under Iros Evans. There's Ebbw Vale, just keeping a little warm for a little longer. Still early in the season in the SRC, but you have to say that these two sides are trailblazing. They're out on top and showing the way of all the other teams. Lots of points scored by both teams, and both playing an exciting brand of rugby. Ebbw Vale have opened up their rugby this season, renowned here at the CiNER Glass for a big forward effort, set piece orientated, but showing signs that they are playing some expansive rugby. And here they come, playing in a very unfamiliar purple and pink. Well, the Ebbw Vale side, they show only 3 changes from the lineup that started the 60-point rotation of Cardiff a few weeks ago. Sean Parry comes in at open side after his exploits in the Pacific Nations Cup for Canada. Ian Morris returns to start at hooker, already 4 tries to his name this season. And Evan Lloyd is back at full-back. Centre, Ethan Phillips, captains from the midfield for the undefeated Steelmen. Tom Franchi, experience off the bench. Well, for Llandovery, Iros Evans makes 8 changes to the starting lineup that recorded a narrow 1-point win over RGC last time out in the pack. Props Josh Morse and Gabe Hawley come in, with Griff Evans and Jordan Evans returning as the two flankers. There's an exciting midfield partnership to look out for tonight with the experienced Rodri Jones and Corey Baldwin of Scarlets and Exeter Chiefs fame pairing up. And the captain is, of course, Lee Rees at scrum half, back for this top of the table clash. Carwyn Sean has the responsibilities with the whistle tonight. And let's hope we have an exciting SRC. Josh Turnbull, former Scarlets and Cardiff back rower, is joining me in commentary tonight. A little cold up here, Josh, but promises to be an exciting one.
Side in 3-1.
Good to be here. Good to be here. It's always a fun one up in Ebbw Vale. Weather's always bitterly cold as well.
Well, referee has blown his whistle pretty early on. First penalty to the home team. It's going to be quite difficult for me. Used to seeing the green and white of Ebbw Vale. But Llandovery playing in those colours with their traditional red as well. Jack Davis, exciting young 22-year-old fullback. 7 tries to his name last season, pumps it downfield. And outside half, Dorian Jones, player coach here now at Ebbw Vale, returns it. Lots of good kickers in both teams tonight, so expect to see a bit of kicking tennis, and that's what we get in. Jones back down. 3 Llandovery players back there. The experienced Aaron Warren. Well, that's some sort of torpedo kick. Off the shin a little, but chance now for Evan Lloyd. Back at full-back for the Steelmen. Good strong run coming in from David Thomas, who's returned to the club from Merthyr after a successful spell there. Dorian Jones fires a left-handed pass out to Iwan Bowen, halfway line. And some semblance of order here. Roddy Harris is wearing 9 for Ebbw Vale in the white boots. And Dorian Jones tries to get things ticking over as Dylan Bartlett, experienced second row. Jones pulling the strings already. The inside ball over the halfway line. There's an attempt coming in from Gabe Hawley, and it was good enough, says referee Carwyn Sean. First passage of play for Ebbw Vale in attack ends in a turnover.
It's a good defensive set from Llandovery, but what's really pleasing is seeing Ebbw Vale, how they've changed their game or added to their game, what I'd like to say. You know, traditionally big mauling team, kick the ball long, win a penalty up the field, kick corner, get a line-up drive going. But they've added some layers to their game now in terms of that, moving the ball about in attack.
Yeah, good carry coming in over the gain line, but see, Hawley just waited for his opportunity, came in legally. And Josh Turnbull commenting on the defence of Llandovery, now in his position as defence coach for Wales under-20s. I'll ask him about that very shortly, but Llandovery first attacking line now. Cam Lewis, the hooker, a little funny in the front, gets it back, but
not straight.
Wasn't straight, says Carwyn Sean.
Option,
Josh,
captain.
Defensive duties for the national
Captain.
20s. You enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's something I've done Wales 18s the last couple of years, and following these players through now, and something I'm really excited about and to get my teeth into. We've had a couple of sessions of the last month, really, and we had a big one on Saturday in terms of getting all the boys together for an alignment camp, and it was really successful, actually.
As we see the not straight coming in from Cam Lewis, a little funny in the front, and lots of players coming through, you were telling me earlier, and the SRC is the next step for them, I suppose, to showcase what they can do.
Yeah, definitely, and I think, you know, when they moved away from the Premiership as it was to this SRC, we wanted to see more younger players playing, give them their opportunities so they can get that step up to that next level, because there is a lot of younger players coming through. We've just got to give them the opportunity. I remember when I was 18 playing in the Premiership as it was then, the Welsh Premiership. You've got to be given opportunities, and if you're not, you've got to expose these boys to them, and if you're not, they're going to be getting left behind.
Certainly didn't do you any harm, Josh. Llandovery certainly are playing their part. Lots of academy players introduced into their ranks over the last season and again this season. Free kick at the first scrum. Gabe Hawley shakes his head, but it's inside the 22, and Dorian Jones will look to find touch. Good contact downfield. Jack Davis gathers it and plays it quickly. Tom Lewis wants to get things going. Here's Johan Hughes, a little dink, plenty of space over there in the secondary. Had some support on his inside, but also on the outside. Now, Llandovery come alive. That's a great counter ruck coming in from the home team. And they've regained some defensive composure here. The pickup coming in from Josh Morse, just 21 years old, the loose head. And it's now the pick and go from Llandovery. Just for a moment, Johan Hughes sparked the attack with a little chip over the top, but it's back to up the jumper step. Lee Reese waits, gets a little clip on the top of the head from a stray boot. They have the advantage out the back to Hughes. Looks for a crossfield kick, difficult one to take, well contested in the air. It's gone anywhere. Dorian Jones cleaned it up. No advantage, and referee Carwyn Sean goes back for the penalty.
Yeah, some enterprising stuff there by Llandovery, and their first attacking set, really. They will always play from deep. They'll always have a crack first. And look, they've got themselves a penalty now in an advantageous position.
A kickable penalty, and no surprise that the visiting team turn to Johan Hughes, the top point scorer in the SRC so far this year. This was the infringement. I'm not sure whether tight head Adam Williams just stayed in there and rocked around the corner. Johan Hughes went to the air, and here he is, the outside half. 41 points to his name so far this season. Not a great percentage, 69% at the sticks, but obviously had lots of attempts and accumulated some points. Should be straightforward for the number 10. He turns, the flags go up, and Llandovery are on the board. They lead by 3 points to 0.
As you look at this game now, it's probably as a fair reflection of where they've been, but you know, it's 33 minutes to go in this first half, and there's going to be a lot more entertaining rugby to be played.
Yeah, it's dare I say, for locals, a surprisingly lovely night here. Down the middle goes Dorian Jones. It's one for Jordan Evans to take. Always inside, says the referee, and a comfortable clearance. Good exit drills from Llandovery. Two quite combative back rows here tonight, Josh. Expect to see some contest at the breakdown.
Number of experienced players in there as well, and you know, one that stood out recently is Owen Conker. Had a bit of illness and injuries last year, but he's come through this year and he's been on fire in the early part of the season. You know, he's always, like I said earlier in the punjaries, top of the stats every week. Number of carries, number of tackles he makes. He's just an industrious back row forward who gets on with his job, really, and it's good to see, and hopefully he kicks on now using this game as an experience.
Lone Dragons player in the Ebbw Vale lineup tonight, and good line out. Conker was involved. Difficult one to take for Adam Williams. He did well, the big prop. Through come Llandovery and give the penalty away. Well, Ebbw thought their chance had gone, but it was Griff Evans who did a little bit too much at that tackle for a referee.
Yeah, sometimes when that ball's there, you just need to leave it, get yourself back in that defensive line. Don't go chasing rainbows, as I call it, and just let them have it and get ready for that next set and try and put authority on them in another way.
Yeah, just a bit overzealous here. It was a good take in the end, but the damage has been done. Don't chase rainbows, says Josh Turnbull, and indeed his eyes lit up, but yeah, no pot of gold at the end of that rainbow.
For Ebbw Vale, yeah. See how they go with them all now.
Good chance here for Ebbw, and it's well taken by Jack Pope. They form them all. Not sure this is going to go too far as the backs join. In comes Cam Davis, 12, wearing the red scum cap. There it is. It's with who else? Yaya Morris going for his 5th try already this season. Just 3 games. It's at the back and it is inching forward. Morris takes a little peek, a little look, sees the line, drives over. He knows where the line is. His 5th try of the season. Beautifully executed by Ebbw Vale. What a start for the home team.
And this is what we've come to know about Ebbw Vale, is you give them an inch in that 5-metre channel and they're going to take it. Strong part of their game, their maul, or just their set piece in general. And to be fair, you know, when they usually go to that corner, they generally come away with something. So, you know, it's what they deserve there now.
Patient build-up, wasn't it? They knew exactly the drill. Backs came in as well. Did they really add that much, Josh?
It's mass versus mass, isn't it?
One thing I always used to tell my backs when I was coaching, if they were going in there, was just drive your legs as hard as you can.
And make sure you score, don't get turned over.
Yeah, leave the ball to the big guys. Just pump your legs. So Dorian Jones confidently strikes that. Flags go up, adds the 2 extras. They are vital, and it's a good start for Jason Strange's men. 7-0 with just 10 minutes on the clock. Correction, 7-3. I forgot all about Johan Hughes' earlier penalty. 7-3 then. So both sides on the score sheet. As Ebbw build again. Well, pretty sure, Josh, that's not going to be the first score of the night. Both teams racking up the points already this season.
Hold! Hold! No, don't go.
Down the middle again. And it's Joe Powell, the big number 8, gets up ahead of his team. Good tackle coming in by Jack Pope, but Llandovery looking dangerous. That was flat, says the referee, but it's alive for Rhodri Jones. Just misses the ball. And Ebbw come up with it with David Thomas. Forwards wait.
Tommy Lewis has done very well to catch that.
Inside.
Yeah, the pass was very flat, wasn't it? He himself was flat, Lewis, as Jones executes a great kick. But just for a moment there on that break, you just felt that Tom Lewis could have got away. He shaped the kick, didn't he? Flat, he caught it behind him. Great catch, got a little flat on it, but
What's quality there was I think it's Joe Powell carried in the middle. Really long placement at the breakdown. So Ebbw Vale couldn't compete. Speed of ball, lightning quick ball, and Llandovery are on top then, aren't they? So, you know, the more you can do that in the game, the less the referee has to ref the breakdown. And secondly, you get quick ball, you stay on top then.
yeah, and that's what Llandovery were looking for there. Great ball off the top, but a forward pass called by Craig Evans on the far side, the assistant referee. Here we see, yeah, in from the wing came Tom Lewis, but just too eager maybe, Rhodri Jones. It's the secret to beating Llandovery, Josh. They've been so successful the last couple of years.
Oh, they are a difficult team to play against. You know, the fact that they've got an all court game. You know, if you're in the opposition 22, they have got that drive game, but they've got back 3 players who are really exciting. You look at Jack Davis, Tommy Lewis, Aaron Warren. He scores an abundance of tries every year. So, you know, and I think the 2 key players for them are actually in the middle in Adam Warren and Rhodri Jones. They've been a focal point for them for the past 2-3 seasons. Rods is that industrious north, south, centre, but he's got some real soft touches in him, and Adam Warren hits lines off him, and they've got a real good combination there, and a pair that really know how each other plays. So I know Warren's not playing today, but Corey Baldwin, their youngster who's come in, you know, he's just as exciting, and you know, he's someone who, you know, he wants to kick on himself.
No, and then the free kick against you, just for standing.
Yeah, you mentioned Aaron Warren there, Josh. 119 tries in 256 appearances. That's some record.
And I remember him when he trained with the Scarlets for a number of years. Him and his brother was there as well. And, you know, I don't think he's put much weight on since then, but he's such an elusive runner. You know, and he's got bags of experience now. He knows his way to the try line. And, you know, the other thing is, like, in terms of having a 9 and a 10 that control the game, in Lee Rees, who's played, you know, gone 300 games for Llandovery now, and Johan Hughes again, another one who's got plenty of experience.
Well, it's a bit of a stray boot that Rhodri Jones has got to the face. Bit of claret for his trouble. Oh, yeah, well, that'll go away. He's a tough boy. Just a rugby incident, and he'll be back to carry. We have a scrum right in the middle of the field, just inside Llandovery's half.
Bind.
That Rory Harris will put in.
Set.
Scrum half is close to 50 appearances for Ebbw Vale, and that's a big scrum coming in from the Steelman. Referee's arm goes out, advantage. Chance to go through, goes Conker. Acceleration from the young number 8, deep into the 22 of Llandovery. Can Ebbw Vale capitalise? Jones is flat, chisels it through, chases on. It's a foot race, just a little too long from Dorian Jones, but the referee comes back for, well, a formidable scrum from Ebbw Vale. Warning signs for Llandovery.
And I think this will be good learning for both Gabe Hawley and Josh Morse in terms of, you know, this is what I'm on about in terms of young players learning their craft. They're going to learn, whether happens another 3-4 scrums in this game, they're going to learn a huge amount from that today. You know, and that's something they've got to take, and they'll go away from this game being better for it. But that's the pain you have to go through with these young boys.
Man, credit to Iros Evans for starting with Morse and Hawley. They'll be learning on the hoof as touch is missed, and Jack Davis tries to get a bit of a banana kick on. It is still in field. Here comes Evan Lloyd countering back, caught by Lewis. Back into the Llandovery half. Llandovery, of course, have some experienced props that will venture onto the field later on. But for now, Ebbw right on top of that scrum. And here's the try scorer, Ian Morris, playing scrum half. Good defence this time from Llandovery. Not sure the ref has called maul yet. The ball is there for Harries. On the halfway line, slow ball. Dorian Jones goes to the air. 2 men waiting on that far side, but it's a little too deep. And the ball is comfortably marked. Yes, we're saying there, Josh, you know, the likes of Jamie Hughes, Berry and Watkins, plenty of experience come off the bench, but, you know, to have the courage as a coach to go with the youngsters so that they learn against, you know, one of the best scrimmaging sides in the league.
It's also who you put around them. You know, like Cam Lewis has got plenty of Premiership experience. You know, there's another young second row in there, Dylan Alford, who's in and around the under-20 setup at the minute. You know, but these boys, if we want them to come through, they need to be playing on a regular basis, and you have to take the pain on the early days with them.
Beautiful kick coming in there. A 50-22 from Dorian Jones. Well, all his experience, he's come back to his hometown after a spell with Nola Gold in the US, son of Kingsley, of course. One of Kingsley's sons, and
you've called 6.
He's doing a fine job here.
And then we've changed late.
For Ebbw.
Want to change, lads?
Not just as a coach, but also playing at 10.
Okay, let's go.
So Ebbw back in Llandovery's 22. What we got here off the top this time. Here comes a big ball carrier from Cam Davis. One of a few Ebbw Vales in the SRC Team of the Year last year. And they're on the front foot again. Dorian Jones has a little look, rocks back to the other side, ships it back to Davis. The big handoff, but it's a good tackle coming in. Still with Ebbw Vale, they have a few numbers over there. It's tight in the corner. And just kept in field, incredibly, by Ebbw Vale. Harris can't get it because it's lost. And Hawley, a decent carry from his own line. And Lee Rees will rock onto his left foot and try to clear his charge down. Stays in field, all going on here at the CiNER Glass Stadium in Ebbw Vale, and now they have a chance. You can't get it out wide where there was an opportunity, but they still have it. Round the corner comes Sean Parry, Pacific Nation Cup player with Canada. A little goose step coming in from Luke Garrett, not too effective, but Ebbw have it now. Over the far side, Bob Bank cheering them on. Going through the phases, big carry coming from Curtis Gregory, and Llandovery doing all they can to spoil and slow the ball down. Jones out the back, Cam Davis heavily involved in the action in this first half. Harries calls players around, and Llandovery have more in defence than Ebbw do in attack on this left-hand side, but they still have it there. Gregory picks it up again. Good offload to Morris. Hands here. Now then, is there room on that outside edge? Aaron Warren scrambles across there, but again, Ebbw go into the 22, shorter numbers. And away goes Lee Rees, but the referee
I haven't seen
didn't
you
let
tap
it go.
it.
There's
Sorry,
an
Dan.
injury in midfield, but a lot of phases, but not really penetrating the Llandovery defensive line, Josh.
I just think that ball got a little bit slow and then it got a little bit disorganised. Llandovery were able to get back in control of that defensive set then. You can already see a number of boys down with physios around them, waters on. It's an open, expansive game, which is what you want in this league as well.
Time's off.
Well, they've got an injury, but there's a bit of a neck roll there, I think.
Stop calling things. Speak to your captain, he'll speak
That's
to me.
what the referee blew for. Owen Conker carries into contact. The clear out from fullback. Evan Lloyd was deemed to be illegal. That's what the penalty was for.
Conker's got through a load of work already. A number of big carries. The one in midfield just then. The line break from the line out. You know, is in terms of not just being direct, but using his footwork to get on the outside of someone. These little subtle skills that, you know, if you're a young back rower coming through.
Water off.
Coming up, we got the big derby clash. Welsh Regions, Dragons and Cardiff. Tomorrow night, 7:30. Then we've got some Super Rugby highlights. Tuesday night, 10 o'clock on S4C and Click. And then we're back at Churchbank, Llandovery. I'll be doing that one on English commentary. And that's Penabont, that's Bridgend next Thursday down at Llandovery. So I'm getting a good look at the Llandovery players tonight for next week, Josh.
They'll have made a number of changes by then.
Yeah, 8 changes tonight. A high-scoring game so far for Llandovery. Beat Newport in the opener, away from home by 7 points. Just got across the line against Swansea by 3, and then a 10-point win at RGC. We just squeaked through by a point last week, and already we have an injury
Edge of the white, please.
to an Ebbw Vale player.
Edge of the white. Edge of the white, okay? Ebbw, take a step. Take a step over.
And Alfred Bateman Lloyd, wearing
Inside.
19
Their own half, yeah.
Christ College product from Brimau.
Clearly
He's
go
on.
Inside their half. Inside their half.
Llandovery right on the halfway line. Just managed to squeeze that out with Griff Evans. Attempted a little maul themselves into Ebbw Vale's half. Lee Rees calls to Rodri Jones, nose bloodied and knocked back by 2. Ebbw defenders. Rees on the little arc, brings the hooker Cameron Lewis in, could carry over the 10-metre line. Rees,
advantage.
they have the advantage. Rees starting to pull the strings, little inside slip ball, great play, second row. Dylan Alford, the 19-year-old, through he comes now. Llandovery starting to buzz. Corey Baldwin bustling outside centre. Plenty of experience for the 27-year-old. Another advantage now. Second penalty. Llandovery smell blood here. The referee says no advantage.
Number 10.
Lee Rees, when he gets involved, Josh, does make things happen for Llandovery, doesn't he?
He's got a really good, really deceptive around the breakdown. Takes a couple of steps, slows his pace down, and then plays someone through a hole, either on the outside or on the inside of him. And you know, it's been in his game for a long time now, and you know he's got a good relationship with his forwards there as well.
Here's the little inside slip ball.
No, there's no clear
Well,
release, and you've got
Dylan Alford knew all about it, that's for sure. Showed athleticism coming through, brave tackle.
No, they can't pull you over.
And
You're
Llandovery have gone for the corner here. 7-3. 20 minutes on the clock. And Llandovery going for the try. Jordan Evans goes from scrum half into the line out. It was well read there by Adam Williams, but illegally. Now it's with Lewis, jinking his way through the pack. Presents it well. Rees waits. They build again now, Llandovery. Ebbw defence just holding firm at the moment. Plenty of bodies there. They're flattening up. Rodri Jones gets it. Probably a little stationary. Nobody on the right for Rees. So he goes to Hughes. Jack Davis. Well, no head of steam for the fullback. Off the line come Ebbw Vale. And they're going backwards here, Llandovery. Dylan Alford getting through some work now. Flat ball to his second row partner, Chris Long. Rees the little arc run, the show from Powell. Good defence, but illegal, and they have to watch Lee Rees on the quick one here. There he goes, he's tapped to Baldwin. The referee doesn't like the quick tap, does he?
Must be here.
And these penalties are racking up.
That for me,
Yeah, a little bit.
You have to wait until the line-out's over for you to break.
The thing is, Lee Rees does like a tap penalty, doesn't he?
Offside.
And they're going for the tap and go here with Cameron Lewis, the hooker. Little shift. Morse. Barely a metre short. Rees waits. Just couldn't grab the ball, it pops up. Plenty of Ebbw Vale shirts there. Little pop up. Here's Dylan Altfoot. Has he got the weight to get over? Not quite.
Advantage, 3 offside.
Another penalty advantage coming in. These are going to tell on Ebbw, I feel. We have extra men on the left side. Hughes pops it short to Rhodri Jones. And the experienced centre knows his way to the line. 75 tries already before that one. In 292 appearances. Got a bit of a smack in the nose earlier, but he had a nose for the line on that one, Josh.
Just some real good industrious work by Llandovery there. Obviously had a set play from the quick tap, but you know the number of penalties now from Ebbw Vale is starting to stack up a little bit. And, you know, when you spend time in the 22, you want to make sure you come away with something. And to be fair, every time Llandovery have gone in there, they've come away with something now.
Yeah, there's only one winner there that close to the line as Johan Hughes adds the conversion to take Llandovery back into the lead. They led 3-0. Then a Yaya Morris try meant the Steelmen got in front, but now that try from Rhodri Jones and the conversion from Hughes makes it Ebbw Vale 7, Llandovery 10. Game on.
Said he was going to be running rugby, didn't he?
Dorian Jones goes left and long this time. Tommy Lewis takes it, gives it to his captain, Lee Rees, who pumps it downfield. Evan Lloyd is under it again. Here comes Owen Conker, exciting young number 8 in the Dragons ranks, of course. Another Christ College product. Llandovery now have a bit of confidence in their game. In defence, as through goes. Well, he didn't really need to give it back, Evan Lloyd. He was through. He tried to give the reverse back to Dorian Jones, but I think he was through there, Josh.
Yeah, clean through.
Here it is again. And he passes out the back. Jones gets it to him. Well, there's plenty of space in front of him.
Just hold on to the ball.
Numbers, lads. 5 calls, 5.
Yeah, Morris gets it to the new man. Young Bateman Lloyd now on. We're in 19 and into midfield round the corner. Jones.
Good offload.
Lovely little play here. Evan Lloyd gets his chance to run. Harries. Ooh, well met. Great prop on prop there. What a hit coming in from Gabe Hawley. Morris can't get any purchase on that one. Big tackle from Hawley on his opposite number. Adam Williams enjoyed that one, the young tight end. Conker gets up to halfway. Harris a little slow there.
You just see Llandovery's defence come alive now in terms of the speed of the ball for Ebbw Vale's gone down a little bit. So how do you get that? How do you put the pressure back on Llandovery? They've gone back to the air now.
Jack Davis, you got to watch him. That's a good tackle on the fullback. Lee Rees will build towards the touchline, no doubt for a box kick. Owen Hughes just marshalling the troops the other side of the ruck, but Rees
use it,
bringing it back.
Last feet
for his trusty left foot. Goes long this time, and Dorian Jones is back there. 4 Ebbw players back there. One of them is scrum half. Harries makes some yards. Jones has to commit to the tackle, so leaves it now to the big men. Little show coming in from Sean Parry. Harris is back on his feet now, looking to build.
Use it!
Uses Bateman Lloyd as a bit of an extension for his box kick. That's gone infield. Johan Hughes wasn't sure, but took it well.
Back.
And
Move
Reese.
the ball.
Jack Harris has stepped up to first receiver. Corey Baldwin. Now then, what can Aaron Warren do? Rangy, tall left winger, shrugs off one tackle, big yards from the left wing. And on the hoof goes Lee Reese with his big number 6, Griff Evans. This looks dangerous from Llandovery into the 22 of Ebbw Vale. Hughes pulling the strings. Nobody out here now on the wide side. Rodri Jones, he's already grabbed one. In support is Chris Long. Dangerous stuff. Hughes ships it left. Baldwin brings Evans in again. The 5-metre line. Numbers on the left for Ebbw Vale, but they come right with Rodri Jones. He's had one from close quarters already. Lots of Llandovery players coming around their scrum half now. They look to build close to the line. Still some width. Warren is looking intently out there on the wing.
It's obviously slowed down a little bit, but Llandovery's speed of ball is causing Ebbw Vale all sorts of problems.
And they're giving another penalty away. The referee will soon be having a word with skipper Ethan Phillips. Now then, Johan Hughes, flat pass, and Tommy Lewis will waltz in the corner. You felt he was coming. Searing break down the left-hand side. It was Aaron Warren who did the damage, shrugging off tackles.
Perfect.
And Griff Evans in support, but a few phases later, and Tommy Lewis is in the right-hand corner.
I just think, you know, if Ebbw Vale want to stop Llandovery's momentum, they need to compete on that ball.
I understand.
You know, when Griff Lewis goes through by himself, you know, if you can slow that ball down. Obviously, Adam Warren wins his contact, shrugs a couple of people off. Like I said, he's deceptively strong for a small guy, and it's this now. If you could slow that down because he's isolated, turn that over. Fair play to Jack getting there, but then it's just they're on top now. They've got the momentum.
And then a few phases later, Johan Hughes was in first receiver, gets it from Rodri Jones, a lovely pass, and in goes Tom Lewis in the corner. Difficult conversion coming up for Hughes, but Llandovery extended their lead now to 8 points. Kick to come. Trying to curl it round the inside post, but no. Missed conversion. So it's 15 points to 7. Lovely little interplay here, Rodri Jones. You know, they knew what they were doing there when they had a good call close to the line there, Josh.
With the obstruction.
He's built some real good relationships with the people around him. Obviously, he's played with Johan for a while now. In terms of that, you know, stepping up as a first receiver and allowing Johan to fold around the back there.
Well, from those long restarts, you feel they're going to kick. Oh, just going to go down to Lloyd Lewis, who's with Nick Cedd, I think.
Yeah, cwmni wych da fi fan hyn, Nick Cedd wrth gwrs, hen digon o brofiad yn chwarae ar y lefel uchaf. Hyfforddwr profiadol hefyd, ond be ti'n gweld trwy llygaid hyfforddwr heno yma?
Wel, ni wedi cael byti 10 munud dda yn y 10 munud diwetha, wedi sgwrdd 2 cais. Tymed dda, tymer dda, yn ardal nhw yn y 22, jyst i mynd trwy'r cymalau a cael y gais. Jyst cadw ddisgybleth erbyn Ebbw Vale, nhw'n dda. Nhw'n dda yn cael, os nhw'n mynd mewn i tir chi, a mynd mewn i 22, i cael sgarb ysmudol dda gyda nhw, so mae rhaid i stopo nhw dod mewn i'r 22 yn yr ardal gyntaf, i fod yn onest. So, just cadw nhw mas o hwnna. So, cadw disgybleth sy'n bwysig iawn i ni ar y funud.
Ie, a gwych gêm hynod o agos, so diwetha i chi chwarae yn y rownd gynderfynol tymor diwetha. Chi wedi dysgu lot o'r gêm na?
Ie, wel, na beth, gath ni rhan o'r gyntaf arbennig, a wedyn dath nhw'n nôl a ni'n cofio, ni wedi cael spel dda yn y 10 munud diwetha, ond ni'n gwybod gyda Ebbw Vale a Lynebwy bod nhw'n dod nôl, a sy'n ni chi switch off am eiliad.
Ie, gwych. A jyst un cwestiwn olaf. Mae pawb yn nabod chi fel tîm sy'n ymosod yn wych, ond yn amddiffyn, chi'n edrych yn cadarn iawn hefyd.
Ie, odyn, ie, ti'n bod ni... Mae lot o profiad gyda ni, yn wedi bod gan diffyn mae boys dda yma, so gobeithio ni chi cadw hwnna lan hyn o'n ar.
Diolch, Nick. Pob luck. Cheers, mate.
Well, Nick just saying there how important it was to keep Ebbw Vale out of their 22, which they did quite well there, but then have given a penalty away. Also saying, Josh, that they're well aware that in the semi-final last year that Ebbw Vale came back strong and they know what they can do.
Yeah, and I definitely think that's something that Ebbw Vale would have learned over the past couple of seasons. They've always been there or thereabouts now in the past couple of seasons, top 4 every year. They've got a style of play that they stick to in it. You know, it does grind teams down, and you know, Llandovery found that out last year.
He was pleased, Nick Kidd, with the way his side had built phases in the 22. Of course, a couple of tries now, but this is a dangerous position for Llandovery. Ebbw Vale, we know how good they are. 1 try to Ieuan Morris already from a driving maul. 5 tries in just his 4th game of the season, the hooker. And I'm sure he'll be itching for another here. They walk in slow. Little complex line out. It's not high enough from Morris and stolen by Llandovery. Well, that's a chance gone begging for Ebbw. We know how good they are in those situations. Llandovery now build to get out of dodge. Lee Rees wants it on a plate. Some tall men waiting to charge it down. He was under so much pressure, the scrum half. David Thomas wearing 14 into midfield. Oh, that was a big hit. Attempted by Dylan Alford. He's received a bit of a knock with that challenge, and Ebbw are on the attack. Dorian Jones flattens up. There's a 2v1 on the outside, and Ebbw Vale will capitalise on that. And that's a fine score in the end. Well, I think it's Ewan Bowden. Wearing 11, but over on the right wing, showing some wheels on the outside. And Ebbw, my goodness, are back in this, Josh Turnbull.
It didn't take long either. I just think, like, look, you look at, you know, the kick doesn't make touch, and the winger's eyes have lit up. The kick chase isn't organised for me. You know, they're all staggered 1s and 2s. I just they get that quick ball, and then look, you know, speed of ball doesn't allow the defences to get set, and they just play it through the hands. Real simple.
That carry there by Cam Davis, the centre, to cut the line. You know, when the kick chase isn't good enough and it's staggered, many people think a couple of wide passes is the way to go, but that allows the defensive line to regain and push to the touchline. You cut the line again like that, and that space is still there.
I just think that, you know, could Llandovery be a little bit smarter in the way they're trying to exit? Because they lost the centre there. You know, that narrows up their kick chase. Play one more phase, get the centre back on his feet. Don't have to rush these situations. You're the ones in control.
Well, for the rugby nerds out there, that's Josh Turnbull and Sean Hawley talking coaching speak. Yep. But the end result was a fine try from Ewan Bowden, and a 1-point game here now at the CiNER Glass Community Stadium, and unfortunately we're going to see, I think it's young Dylan Alford who took a hit to the head whilst trying to make a big tackle, and on now will come wearing 20 Tian Sparrow for Llandovery. 5 minutes or so to half time. Johan Hughes, a contestable restart.
It's good to see Tian on this pitch, actually. A couple of years ago he had an illness, lost a load of weight, and pretty much missed a season of rugby. Exceptional at under 18s, led the Scarlets 18s to a championship, and it's just good to see him back on the pitch. I know he's played a little bit of Amherst, he's been, you know, getting his teeth back into it, but you know, to see him back at this level, and hopefully he can kick on again.
Well, of course, at Rugby Power sort of school level was absolutely outstanding, and as you say, under 18 Scarlets, a leader, and there he is in the blue scrum cap. One to watch out for still.
I think so, and if he can get back to that sort of form, that, you know, he had a real good relationship with referees, he understood the tackle contest in terms of asking the referees the right thing at the right time, coming away with a number of turnovers, but his link play in wide channels as well for an open side is really good, and You know, I just hope he gets back to that level because he is an exciting rugby player and you want to see more players like him on the pitch.
Fresh face, that's for sure. When I saw him there, he looks young, and that's good to see. It's what the SRC is all about.
Set.
And so is this. The top of the table clash, 1 point between the sides. Not just SRC trophy stuff, it's Challenger Shield, 9 games in a row. Ebbw Vale have held on to it for, and you can see why. This is part of it, the big scrum. But they can play as well. Flat ball from Dorian Jones. Cannot be taken by the skipper, Ethan Phillips. He'll be disappointed with that.
For way too long.
I think that Llandovery front row just held their own just long enough for that.
Yeah. We're stationary for way too long, okay?
Yeah, just ruined the knock on there. Skipper Phillips.
Yeah. We've been
less than 3 minutes to go
while, okay?
till the break, and we have a 1 point game. And chopped and changed, 2 tries apiece. Entertaining stuff here in Ebbw Vale.
Come on, lads, let's go.
Both sides undefeated before tonight's match in the league. As I say, the Challenger Shield, 9 games. It's been held for by Ebbw Vale.
Crouch.
Can they make it 10? They actually took it from
Bind.
Llandovery with a victory.
Okay, I think we're just too close on that, okay? We haven't had year on year, and there's not enough space to get a decent hit. Let's go. Quick reset. Well, first few scrums have been good. The last few scrums have been good setup. Let's go back to that, okay? Let's go.
Good setup, says referee Carwyn Sean. Ebbw Vale have been in the ascendancy in this part of the game. And Lee Rees will be looking to channel this to Joe Powell.
Crouch.
And get the ball away.
Bind. Set.
Josh Turnbull was saying, bit of a baptism for Josh Morse and Gabe Hawley. But they've held their own on that scrum, that's for sure. And Hughes can launch an attack. Rodri Jones. Tommy Lewis already got a try to his name off his right wing. Rees waits, as does Hughes. Ships it on. No room there. No change from Ebbw Vale's defence. Back to the left side. Rodri Jones, well, the passing channel was shut off. Good defence coming in from Ebbw Vale here on the halfway line. Into the last minute of the first half. They still good on that short side. Jack Davis got some gas. Difficult one for David Thomas to deal with. Finally gets it. Llandovery are there, but Ebbw have numbers.
No.
30 seconds on the clock to half-time. Ebbw in dangerous territory. Just want to compose themselves here. Run the clock and get out of their own 22. Take it infield a little bit. Scrum half. Rory Harries waits. Has a little port of forwards to go through another phase. No doubt communicating with the referee here. Yeah, asking the ref for time. Dorian Jones too. Back to the outside half, who chips it dead. That's the end of the first half. A keenly contested first half. The top 2 sides in the SRC meet at the CiNER Glass Community Stadium. 2 tries apiece. But with a slender lead going in to the change rooms at half-time. It's the visitors, Llandovery, who lead by 15 points to 14. All to play for in the second half. Lots of young players on show. And the crowd here enjoying it. Half-time then, Ebbw Vale 14, Llandovery 15.
Wel, gêm ffantastig hyd yma, 14 i 15 ar yr egwyl, Llanymddyfri just yn y flaen. Reit te, Josh, Ricky, gêm anhygol hyd yma, ond i'n gwybod oedd hyn yn mynd i fod yn agos yn dod ni, Josh?
Ie, ni yn. Pob clod i'r ddau tîm, mae'r ddau nhw wedi mynd mas na i chwarae heno. Mae Llanymddyfri wedi cael tempo mewn i'r gêm, pan maen nhw'n ymosod. Mae nhw'n cadw momentum yn mynd ar y top o blaen. Mae Ebbw Vale wedi mynd nôl bach i tactegau. Mae nhw'n defnyddio lot ysgalmau symudol. A mae nhw'n cael bach o rhywbeth mas o hwnna, ond mae'n bles i gweld bod Ebbw Vale yn chwarae gyda bach o momentum fyd y dadlwyth o bil a rhoi bach mwy o stamp ar y gêm fyny fyd.
Ie, mae fe'n ychwanegu i'r gêm bendant. Ricky, mae hyn yn gêm hynod o gorfforol. Dyma 2 dîm o'r safon uchaf, fi'n meddwl.
Ie, fi'n cytuno. Ni'n gweld y 2 pac yn mynd ati, ni'n gweld y 2 grŵp o cefnwyr yn trial taflu'r bel yn bwyty. Maen nhw'n trial pethau. Mae'r cyflymder, y sgarmes yn wych. A beth mae hwnna'n rhoi wedyn yw rhywbeth i gwylio gytre yna, dwi. Mae'r 2 dîm yn trial chwarae, a pob cyfle maen nhw'n cael, maen nhw'n amdano. A ti'n gallu gweld mae'r 2 tîm wedi cael ei fforddi'n dda, ond hefyd mae'r ryddid gyda nhw'n neud beth maen nhw am ar y ca. Os mae arno o flaen nhw, maen nhw'n mynd amdani.
Ie, ac wrth gwrs, Llandovery nath daro gyntaf gyda'r kick-cosp, ond y cais cyntaf, ni newydd sôn am sut mae Lynebwy yn taflu'r pêl o gwmpas, ond dyma cais traddodiadol, sgarmes symudol. Chi'ch 2 yn gyfarwydd iawn da'r technic sy'n dod fan hyn. Be chi'n meddwl o'r sgarmes symudol yma?
Jyst i fi, y ffaith bod Llandovery wedi chwarae'r kick-cosp i ffwrdd, maen nhw'n gwybod beth sy'n mynd i dod nesaf gyda Lynebwy. Maen nhw'n cicio'r gornel, a ti'n gweld y lolwyr yn mynd mewn hwnna, just mass moves mass. Os mae mwy o boes mewn hwnna, maen nhw'n gallu cael y momentum i mynd dros y llinell yn y diwedd.
Ie, Ricky, beth ti'n gweld?
Ond ni'n gweld, mae'r proses yn wych, ond ni'n gweld y nywyd yn meddylfryd wedyn pham maen nhw'n sgori'r cais yma. Y tro nesaf maen nhw yn yr un stafle, mae Llanymddyfri'n dod i pobl yn yr ail, achos dim byd yn nhw gochi, maen nhw'n gwybod, maen nhw ddim yn mynd i gallu amddiffyn hwnna, felly maen nhw'n taflu pobl yn yr ail a dod gyda pêl.
Ie, gwych, ond wrth gwrs, oedd Llanymddyfri yn ateb yn syth wedyn gyda cais bron ar ôl adeiladu pwysau, cais heiddiannol gan Rhodri Jones, bys ni'n dweud.
Do, eithon nhw trwydd o lot o cymalau na ddyn nhw. A Rhodri Jones yn neud beth mae Rhodri Jones yn neud. Y pethau syml yn gywir. Mae fe'n gryf, mae'n galed i taclo. A unwaith eto, oedd yr eiddfedrwydd oedd e jyst i cadw fynd. Oedd e'n gwybod y momentum yn ei cario fe dros y llinell gais. A mae'n neud hynny, ydw?
Ie, go on, Josh.
Ie, just i fi, oedd Llandovery ar y tôr flan o'r line breaks. Maen nhw'n cadw momentum, sut maen nhw'n defnyddio'r bêl wedyn, cadw momentum ar top o Lynebwy. Mae'n anodd i stopio.
Ie, a ni'n sôn am y momentum na, oedd ni'n gweld e unwaith eto wedyn gyda'r cais Tommy Lewis, Llanymddyfri yn sgorio back-to-back, adeiladu pwysau, cais heiddiannol eto, Lee Rees yn syrenu. Beth ti'n meddwl o hyn, Ricky?
Ond unwaith eto, ni'n gweld y ffigredwyr, ni'n gweld yr eiddfedrwydd myna gan Rhodri Jones unwaith eto, y sychu'r llinell, a wedyn Tommy Lewis yn dangos profiad y waren Rhanbarthol, jyst i sefyll ar yr yslys, a mae'n benni'n rwydd yn diwedd.
Ie, a beth ti'n meddwl, faint o bwysig yw'r boys ma sy'n cael y profiad Rhanbarthol yna? Di'n gwneud gwahaniaeth mawr i ti, Josh?
Ie, mae'n bles y boes ifanc ma yn cael siawns i chwarae gyda nhw, cos bydd, fel ni dweud os ni gynnau, bydd Gabe Hawley a Josh Morse yn dysgu lot mas na heno, boes ifanc yn dod mas, ond bydd rhaid mynd trwyddo hwnna gyda chwaraewyr ifanc, a bydd yn cwbl o blynydde, bydd nhw'n iawn i chwarae i tîm cyntaf.
Ie, gwych, a wedyn, wrth gwrs, mae rhaid i ni sôn, Lynebwy yn taro nôl, cais yw yn Bowden, camgymeriad anarferol iawn o Lee Rees fyna, mae fe'n chwaraewr ffantastig, ni ddim yn gweld hwnna'n aml. Be ti'n neud o'r cais yma, boys?
Yn ffodus, mae'n dangos pwy mor pwysig i'r gêm cico. Bydd Lee'n siomedig dros ben gyda hwnna, ond beth mae hwnna'n neud wedyn yw creu lot o trafferth i Llanymddyfri, achos mae llawer o bobl ochr anghywir o'r ca i ymddiffyn. Maen nhw'n rhedeg mas o'r rifen gyflym, a wedyn mae hwnna'n rhoi cyfle i Lynebwy i jyst fynd lawr yr ymyl, a wneud beth maen nhw wedi dechrau wneud lot yn well nawr, yw ware beth sy'n o flan nhw.
Ie, wel, gewn ni weld felly beth sy'n dal i ddod ar S4C. Ni wedi gweld llwyth o rygbi anghygol heddiw yma, ond mae'r llwyth i ddod hefyd. Y brodyr crofft, mae hwnna ar gael i ffrydio ar BBC iPlayer, S4C Click a YouTube. Y feilliaid sy'n bocsio, mae fe'n ffantastig. A gan fod hi yn wythnos dysgu Cymraeg, Alan Wyn Jones ar iaith ar daith. Chi ddim eisiau methu hwnna, boys. Zowie Pildroed wedyn ar dydd Sadwrn, Bow Street yn erbyn Flint am hanner awr di 12, a wedyn ralio cymal cyffro Ewrop. Mae hwnna ar dydd Sul am canol dydd. Nôl at y rygbi, felly nos fori am hanner awr di 7. Mae dreigiau yn croesawu Caerdydd i Rodney Parade, derby game fyna. Ar dydd Llun, clwb rygbi yr uchafbwyntiau Super Rygbi Cymru, a dydd nos Fawrth am 10, clwb rygbi uchafbwyntiau unwaith eto. Yna, nos Iau nesaf, ni'n gweld Llanymddyfri unwaith eto wrth ni croesawu Pen y Bont. Reit, o'n i'n sôn am y gêm sy'n digwydd nos fory, derby gêm, Caerdydd yn erbyn y dreigiau. Josh, sut ti'n rhagweld y gêm ti'n gwenu yn barod? Sut ti'n rhagweld y gêm yna'n mynd?
Ar y foment, fi'n gweld bod Caerdydd yn rhy gryf i dreigiau. Bydd y dreigiau'n dod off gêm anodd yn erbyn Glasgow, wythnos diwetha, cam nhw curo yn eitha hawdd fyd. Ond ar y foment mae Caerdydd yn chwarae'n dda, mae'n chwarae rygbi dda. Ond fel derby, pob derby, ambell waith mae'r ffôn yn mynd mas o ffenest. A i fi jyst meddwl bydd Caerdydd yn rhy gryf ar y nos.
Ie, fel welodd Josh, mae Caerdydd wedi dechrau'n hynod o dda. Be ti'n rhagweld iddyn nhw tymor yma, o beth chi wedi weld hyd yma?
Maen nhw'n wario rygbi dan yn nhw, Caerdydd. Unwaith eto, maen nhw'n trial creu gêm bach o wahanol, maen nhw'n taflu'r bel yn bwyty. Ond y peth pwysig, dyw y garfan yn y gêm yr Ambarthol, y tîm yr Ambarthol, dyw e ddim yn enfawr. Mae'n rhaid o bach o look a anafiadau hefyd, ond gobeithio wedyn. Os mae hwnna'n digwydd, maen nhw'n rhoi cyfle i'r boes ifanc bydd ni'n gweld yn wario i Gaerdydd. Na bydd yw diben y gyngrair yma i helpu'r gêm yr Ambarthol.
Ie, gwych, a bydd ni'n gweld y gêm na ar S4C wrth gwrs. Ti'n sôn am y chwaraewyr ifanc, ni'n hoffi sôn am bwy sydd wedi syrenu yn Super Rygbi Cymru. Mae rhaid i ni sôn am Tom Bowen. Wrth gwrs, oedd yn chwarae i Gaerdydd llynedd. Mae pobl yn cymharu fe i Shane Williams. Mae fe'n anhygoel. Josh, beth ti'n meddwl?
Ie, nes i cael siawns i gweithio gyda tîm dan yn Reidins mas yn gyda Cymru. Oedd e'n gwych prynu, ti'n gwybod bod e'n mynd, oedd pen da da fe, mae'n gwybod ble mae'r llinell cais fyd, ond mae'n gweithio pob dydd ar y gemau, nid jyst ar y cae, off y cae fyd, a beth mae'n gallu gwneud yn well. Gobeithio bydd yn cico ymlaen nawr.
Ie, a wrth gwrs mae clipio fe'n chwarae llynedd i Caerdydd. Ricky, beth ti'n meddwl o Tom Bowen?
Fi'n credu mae'n wych, na dwi. Sy'n byd yn ei golli, os ni'n edrych ar fel mae Cymru ware, pham na geiff ei cyfle. Dyw e ddim wedi gwneud dim byd yng anghywir. Ni'n trial cael boes ifanc mewn i'r gêm Cymru. Mae Cymru'n wedi bod yn war yn warthus. Sy'n byd i golli. So mae'n cyfle i rhywun fel Tom Bowen i cael y cyfle yna. Waris i gyda'i dadau. Ei dadau yn chwaraewr syml dros ben i Tom, ond fi'n credu mae tyma bach mwy cloen ei dad.
Ie, wel, gawn ni weld mwy o'r gemau S4C. Ble ni'n gallu gweld y bwys yma'n syrenu. Be sydd o flaenau ni? Dydd Sadwrn. Mae Aberafan yn teithio lawr i'r prif ddinas i herio Caerdydd. Casnewydd, heb ennill gêm eto hyd yma, gobeithio cael enilliad gyntaf nhw yn erbyn Cwins Caerfyrddin. Mae Pontypool yn croesawu Pen y Bont, ac wedyn wrth gwrs Abertawe yn teithio i Bai Colwyn i herio RGC. A gyda ni nawr mae pennaeth datblygu chwaraewyr Undeb Rygbi Cymru, John Older. Diolch am joining ni. Thank you for joining us. Noswaith dda. So we're 5 games into the season now, the SRC of course. How does the union see how it's gone so far?
Well, we were really pleased with the first season. Second season, like anything, is always interesting to see if you can trump the first season, but great to be back. Thursday night lights, or Thursday night new lights here at Ebbw Vale. Project we work with Ebbw Vale on, investing in their new lights amongst some other clubs, and we've also worked with Sport Wales to make a £250,000 investment in their new 3G pitch here as well. So probably just another example of how we're working with the clubs to try and upgrade, the rugby infrastructure so the product's better on the pitch. And as you say, 5 rounds in, and another tasty encounter tonight. The league's pretty much open. The 2 top teams have pressed ahead and made a march, but places 3 to 10 are open. We've had upsets, and tonight looks like we're in for a really great encounter again.
Yeah, exactly, and we have to ask you about this. There's a big talking point from this week. Pontypridd have said they would consider applying to be in this league once again. What would the process be if a team wanted to join the SRC?
Yeah, well, it doesn't feel like that long ago. We were setting out the process to kick off the league, and we've got 10 licences. It's a 10-team league, and what is exciting is that there are clubs that are interested in joining the league if that opportunity comes around. But at the moment, there's 10 licences, so should that ever change, the league's ring-fenced for the first 3 years, so we'll certainly want to play out this second season and then start looking at what options might be beyond that. But it's great to hear other clubs are interested and want to get involved in what we're really proud and pleased of so far.
Brilliant, thank you for your time, John.
Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Reit, diolch I ti. Mae'r tîmau nôl ar y cae, mae'n amser I ni fynd nôl at ein tîmau sylwebu gyda Cymraeg. Mae Owain Gwynedd ar y guest, and English language commentary is available with Sean Holly and Josh Turnbull.
And Llandovery are already on the pitch as the Steelmen come out for battle in the second half. Intriguing second half awaits us. Just 1 point in it then, 15-14 to the visitors. 2 tries apiece. And both teams, of course, are unbeaten so far this season. There's the Challenger Shield up for grabs tonight as well, held by Ebbw Vale. 9 games on the bounce. But Llandovery coming here to steal a march early in the SRC season. 4 from 4, the Drovers, with wins over Newport, Swansea and 2 over RGC. They've all been pretty close. Ebbw Vale 3 from 3, having played 1 less because of a postponed game, because the post came down in Cardiff. And away comes Llandovery, straight away on the attack, straight up the middle goes Lee Rees. He's been all action tonight already. That's gone a bit loose. Picked up by hooker Cameron Lewis, and Rees snipes down the short side. It's shut off by Sean Parry. Now they were out first, ready to go, Llandovery, and they started with a bang in the second half as Griff Evans shows and goes. Up steps Corey Baldwin to Johan Hughes, and Tommy Lewis having a great game, wearing 14 for Llandovery. Building slowly now. Ebbw Vale have regained some sort of defensive composure, but that's the 22. Referee's arms go up. So have they stolen this one, the Steelmen? Cam Davis is down in midfield. The referee blows for a penalty to Llandovery. And he's let Lee Rees go this time. The tap and go, and they keep it alive. Jordan Evans wearing 7. Rees is there again. The back to Hughes, the crossfield kick. Aaron Warren's there, he gets the bounce, but he just looked to shepherd it in himself. Well, could he have caught that on the full? I'm not so sure. But back for an advantage comes referee Carwyn Sean.
Number 3 pink, not
Cam Davis is still down and looking pretty ginger on his left leg. Scrum cap is off.
Okay.
Llandovery, as my co-commentator Josh Turnbull joins me, having come up from the sideline, started with a bang, Josh.
I just missed that.
Boys, we're making a sub.
I think
Just making a sub.
both teams starting this second half on fire.
Yeah, off comes out of shot Cam Davis, but Lee Rees went for a quick tap. He's tried to do an all game. Referee let that one go. And then eventually it comes to Johan Hughes. Tried the crossfield kick. Just watch Aaron Warren here. Well, we're not going to see it.
Stay 10, yeah?
There goes Cam Davis hobbling off. Dom Franchi, the experience centre, is on. And here come Llandovery trying to out Ebbw Vale. Ebbw Vale. Well, they're inching closer to the line. You can't see where that ball is. It's come short. It's gone to the ground. Corey Baldwin promoted himself to take it, but now here's Jordan Evans. Falls to the outside for good ball presentation. Lee Rees waits patiently. Cameron Lewis, the little goose step jump. He's so close to the post there. Rees has a little look himself. Johan Hughes fires it across. Rodri Jones for his second. Couldn't get it to Tommy Lewis, but another penalty, and I'm not surprised the referee's about to have a word.
Ethan.
We'll just have a little listen to this.
3 succession penalties now. Yeah. Next one can leave the field, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Have a chat.
Yeah, boys, you all know.
Simple instruction, and it's been coming.
Yeah, and even in the first half there was a number of penalties. I think obviously Ebbw Vale want to stamp their thought on the game in a physical way, but you know you have to do it within the laws of the game and be disciplined with it at the same time.
Tails are up, Llandovery. Sensing here an early score in their second half.
Goal line, goal line.
Cameron Lewis in charge. They ship it and leave it. The tap and go for Morse. He tries to crawl over the line. Is he there? Short, says referee Calvin Sean. Lee Rees digs. Complains about Yaya Morris. And referee deems it unplayable, but he was so close there, young Josh Morse.
No, boys.
Well, here we go. He just warned Ethan Phillips just moments ago.
Off. So,
and
Captain,
it is the hooker.
I'll just explain.
Yaya Morris, a little bit of Lee Rees.
It's short. 2's just gone in an offside position and prevented the ball from coming back. Leaves the field. No, he's short. I've called short. We've just waited there.
Fair.
Yeah, I think fair. You've got to look, even if he wants to prevent that ball coming back, but if you're the tackler, you've got to roll out of there, regardless of where you are on the field.
Yeah. Going for it again, Cameron Lewis. Now he shipped aside, he does it again. So upstairs Morse, he nearly got there last time. He's going for it again, big hit this time. Now it's there, cleaner for Lee Rees this time. Through comes Chris Long, the drive, he gets a bit of backup, thought he was over, looked at the referee, but he's short. Comes to the right. Now there's Tian Sparrow, he's short as well. But he's been given on the far side by Craig Evans, who seemingly had a better view than the referee. He's called it in. I think it's Tian Sparrow, the young flanker. There is no Tiamoko, so the try is given. And you called it, Josh Turnbull. Young Tian Sparrow makes his mark on the game.
Yeah, good to see. And I just think, like, you know, since the kick-off, Ebbw Vale have been under pressure now. They're gonna take this kick-off like they have done the last few, whether they go long or short. They'll get the ball back and they'll want to have a crack straight away. How they play the clock down then with the yellow card, but you know, you can't spend that much time in your 22 within that 5-metre channel and not concede anything.
There's the conversion. Owen Hughes has his boots on and adds the extra 2. That takes it out to 14-21 now. One converted score in front. Llandovery. So a fast start in the second half by the visitors.
They would have wanted that. They would have wanted that.
The maths is wrong, Josh. It's 22-14, of course, which makes it a 2-score game. Rees, he's in everything, isn't he, the skipper?
A lot of the game revolves around Lee Rees.
Dorian Hughes goes to the night sky. Good
Great
kick,
take.
but guess who? One of the smallest men on the field takes it. And then he goes again. That trusty left foot. One charge down tonight, but he's clear on that one. And Dorian Jones chisels it back into the 22. It's Rees again. He's getting through some work. The 34-year-old. Down to the Ebbw Vale 22. It's the full-back. Evan Lloyd, who puts a nice touch finder in.
Take him back in! Take him back in!
And play on. Go Llandovery. They look to play. And this time Jack Davis trying to find some space, but finds Dorian Jones. Kicks to contest himself. Chases, gets through. And now it's anybody's. A little bit scrappy, but Ebbw at least have their first possession of the second half. Now Dorian Jones has out the back. Now then, here's a chance. First real touch in anger for the skipper tonight. Ethan Phillips. Harry's promoted was second row.
Shot.
Curtis Gregory, good shot on him. Sean Parry, all action Canadian international. Oh, Gregory didn't want that. There's a little bit of afters going on off the ball between the two 13s, Corey Baldwin and Ethan Phillips. Someone's really angered the Ebbw skipper.
Take your players, take your players.
Yeah, fullback's getting involved now, Evan Lloyd, and a lot of nasty faces being thrown around and a bit of arguments and pushing and pulling. No punches as yet. Something has really upset the Ebbw players there. Joe Powell's in there and Cameron Lewis is in there. They're all on a little shove.
Who can get the most pushes in, is
It
it?
is a pushing contest, isn't it?
Lads, take the players.
Craig Evans, the assistant referee, will have something to say here. So we'll have a good listen to this, Josh.
Go back 10. Boys, back 10, back 10, back 10. Thank you.
Oh, nasty. Bit of blood there on full-back Evan Lloyd. Let's have a listen to the officials.
Okay. Captain and 13. Captain and 13. Number 13.
Get number 13 over, please.
Well, foul play here. Let's have a listen.
Your number 13 is clearly stood on the head of number 15, pink. It's a red card.
And it's a red card for centre Corey Baldwin for...
Yeah, no problem.
Well, it seemingly is a stamp on the side of the head of Evan Lloyd, the fullback. We saw the blood on the 15.
Okay.
And it's not going to be a nice walk for Baldwin along that touchline there. Well, that's good to see.
Ethan. Let's take
Gracious response from the Ebbw Vale fullback there, who's covered in blood. Let's have a little look at it here. You see the 15 going to ground. He's holding on, and he's tried to kick out Corey Baldwin. He's sort of remorsefully sort of says something to him. He's holding on to his leg, and then he tries to kick out there. And that's nasty. In slow-mo, it looks terrible. It's a red card, Josh, all day, isn't it?
And he's realised after he's done it what he's done. You know, there's no place for that in the game, I don't think.
It's sort of one of those instinctive things, but you're right, there's no place for that. It's on the head of the young fullback, who obviously reacts. Shakes his head and remorseful about it, but it's a silly act. And now then, Llandovery down to 14 as Evan Lloyd gets strapped up bravely. So game on. We're in the 48th minute. It's an 8-point gap, but a one-man advantage for Ebbw Vale now.
Time's on. Sam.
And of course, Dorian Jones.
Yeah, you could see why the Ebbw Vale boys are so grieved with that. You know, it's...
You don't normally see a reaction like that, do you? No. Unless it's something, you know, pretty bad. You see, he just kicks out and realises straight away that Evan Lloyd's head is there. And
listen to VAR, please.
Well, it's done. It's dealt with. We move on with the rest of the game. We've got a game on our hands now. Good take. Good formation, good setup. And in come the purple and pink shirts of Ebbw Vale tonight, adding weight. The leg drive comes in, it goes to the open side. This looks ominous for Llandovery. And the try is given. You felt it was coming. He's so good in this department, and the red card for Corey Baldwin is compounded with a try for the home team. And in his first game for Ebbw Vale, Charlie Manship gets a try. Looks pretty calm about it, but they're back in it, Ebbw Vale.
Yeah, it's a bit of a funny game, really, because one team has been ill-disciplined and the next team has been ill-disciplined. Number of cards now, and there's only so long you can spend in the 22 conceding penalties before momentum starts to change or before a team scores. And you know, it's the story of the half, really. Llandovery camped up there in the first 5 minutes, come away with a yellow card and a try, and Ebbw Vale have done something similar now. It'll be interesting now to see how Llandovery adapt this how they play with 14 men.
Yeah, I'll ask you about that now, Coach Turnbull, in a second, but Dorian Jones confidently struck the conversion to take it back to a one-point game. Not only is it a one-point game, it's a one-man down game for...
Interesting to see they've swapped one Warren for the other Warren. Centre for a wing.
Yeah, a bit of experience on the field as well. Got a change at loose head as well for Llandovery. Off goes Josh Morse, and on comes Jamie Hughes.
I'm not sure. They'll tell me when he's on, okay?
That'll be a full red card. It won't be a 21 red card. Full
Are you all right?
So Adam Warren is now on in the 13 position with Corey Baldwin's exit, and his brother, ironically, Aaron Warren, is off. So they're playing without a wing here. All sorts of implications in defence more so than attack. But covering for Lee Rees perhaps to do.
Yeah, how you set up your backfield from that then. You go one shorter in the front line, probably more of a passive defence.
Bind.
It creates all sorts of problems.
Set.
Yeah. Forwards have to do a bit more work when they...
You can always pull a back rower off the scrum, but knowing that what Ebbw Vale have got in terms of the strength of their scrum, you're probably not going to do that either.
Ethan Phillips takes the little dink over from Johan Hughes. Well, and Ebbw now really have to try and play a bit squeaky clean, not give any silly turnovers or loose kicks to Llandovery, and make that one-man advantage count.
They've also got to play in the right areas of the field as well, and build a bit more pressure back on Llandovery now, force Llandovery to do things, because you know they're going to want to try and pull away with another score to give themselves some breathing space. But you know, Ebbw Vale need to get back into this game and need to get that W.
Well, that's the top six as it stands, with Llandovery still in the lead, of course. The top two starting to pull away a little bit, but Ebbw Vale will have something to say about that. That could all change with nearly 30 minutes there. Corey Baldwin looking very sorry for himself, reflecting on what's just happened. Lee Rees now tries to get his charges going, as Tian Sparrow, as Josh Turnbull said, utilised out in the midfield as an extra back. Adam Warren, what can his experience bring? Rees just set that up for his forward into two Ebbw Vale tacklers, and their tails are up. Ebbw Vale putting big hits in now. And you see how condensed Llandovery have become, although Tian Sparrow is out on this left wing here. Adam Warren takes it forward, quick pass, lovely from Jack Davis, and there's Sparrow on this left wing. They're going to utilise him in attack out wide. There's Gabe Hawley, young prop, having a decent game. The tight head Hughes standing flat, brings Jordan Evans in, and here's Rodri Jones, tried the chip kick, got it charged down, and then knocked it on himself. So that's what Llandovery are going to have to put up with now, is adapt into the 14 men.
I'd just like to see Llandovery's back line stay a little bit more connected to that pod of forwards in front of him. Just if that opportunity does come, they can play that out the back ball and get it to that edge. They just missed. I just felt they missed an opportunity on the phase before this. Roger drifted off, left that forward pod carry.
It leaves that forward pod, if you like, open to turnover as well, because they're a little isolated.
Yeah. But also, like, if you stay as a back and you stay connected, you keep more defenders honest in that defensive line. You know, because you know it's only the defenders opposite that pod that have to stay alive. If you've got a back connected, you're thinking 6, 7, 8 defender has to stay alive, stay engaged in the game then.
Yeah, at the end of the half.
Jason Strange, head coach here at Ebbw Vale.
We can sub one thing.
Obviously sensing an opportunity now. As on comes some more experience for Llandovery. Berryan Watkins replaces Gabe Hawley. Decent game from the young tight head.
Big man as well. Don't see many of them coming through, do we?
Oh.
He'll take a lot of confidence from that as well, and Josh Morse, both of them having, you know, that first scrum would have set the tone for them, and they would have had to have a little conversation on the move with Cam and discuss how to problem solve at a young age and limited experience at senior rugby. You know, that's the challenges they face.
Set.
Adam Court is on at loose set for Luke Garrett. And Llandovery with a bit of ascendancy in that scrum. Franchi, first real touch. Jones looking for some territory, pumps it down towards Tom Lewis, who's had a decent game tonight. Very similar to fullback Jack Davis in running style. Now then, lovely little show and go from Sean Parry, and Away he goes, has a man inside and outside, goes himself. Now then, has he got the leg? What a tackle that is from Lee Rees, the Superman of Llandovery. But Ebbw Vale have a real chance here. The pick and go. Screaming on this near side is Evan Bowden. He's in acres of space, arms up in the air. Can Dorian Jones get it to him, and the turnover comes.
Leave the ball.
I think if Sean Parry would have looked left, that winger was running it in.
Well, I think David Thomas is remonstrating on the far side. Why didn't he give it? Have a look at this, Josh.
That's the last place you want to be as a hooker, on the edge of that D-line as well.
Well, it's an open goal. You can see David Thomas screaming for it still.
Lee Rees has just saved them one there.
Great tackle from Lee Rees, and then this turnover coming in.
Yeah, on there.
That was vital.
Probably should have been a penalty the other way.
Sean Parry played against USA, Fiji, Japan and Tonga in the Pacific Nations Cup before Canada. Lovely break. And Ebbw now having all the possession. Llandovery have to be combative in that area to slow them down.
It's how smart Llandovery could be in that area with a man down, because obviously they have to slow the ball down, but there's going to be space somewhere with them being a man down.
They don't overcommit there, do they? There's Tian Sparrows in there that time. Powell. Sean Parry just rescues that one. Harris to Dorian Jones. Now then, Franchi, Ethan Phillips, chance here. Oh, lovely little slip ball. Bowden, he's got one try to his name. Franchi regathers, slips through that first tackle from Adam Warren. It's all Ebbw Vale now. Counter-ruck from Warren. Does a good job, his team. Long pass, nowhere really. Ethan Phillips, head up, thought about the crossfield kick. Tian Sparrow makes the tackle into the 22 again. Nowhere over on the left. Berrien Watkins ships it. Dorian Jones. Morgan Basanko is on at 18. Little slip pass. Lovely little offload. Dom Franchi keeps hold of it. Gets the ball down. Well, lovely hands from Alfred Bateman-Lloyd, the young second row. Where in 19, it was a difficult catch for Dom Franchi, but he made it somehow one-handed and then spun into the corner and got the ball down. What a turnaround. Red card. And now Ebbw Vale finally get back into the lead.
Fair play. I thought they butchered that opportunity, but then turning that line out over on the far side is just giving them an opportunity. And they're back in front now. The first time they've been in front for the game.
Thank you very much.
Lovely hands from the young second row there in the tackle, and how he held hold of that, Dom Franchi, and then get it down. Did really well. Dorian Jones then been pretty good off the tee tonight, and he looks like he's going to kick everything. Over it goes. He adds the two. Now then, let's go down to Lloyd Lewis, who's with Dom Franchi's brother, Joe Franchi.
Yeah, Joe Franchi sy'n ymuno da fi, captain y clwb wrth gwrs. Joe, first and foremost, how much you wish you were out there with the boys?
Yeah, I mean, being injured is always tough, but it's part of the process, isn't it? So just be glad now if the boys can see this last 20 minutes out and get the job done.
Yeah, brilliant. And from you on the side, it's very animated over here in the dugout. The game's opened up now. What's the messages on the side?
Probably just to keep ball, tighten up. You know, we gave away quite a lot of penalties in our first half and gave them easy entries into our 22 in our red zone. And then the other thing is, you know, Llandovery, you know, they've been the same for years and years. They only need one missed tackle and they come to life. So it's all about then slowing their ball down, getting back into system and not trying to sort of fly out the line and fix things yourself.
Yeah, brilliant. Obviously the game's looking up now. Your brother just scored. How does that feel?
Yeah, brilliant. Glad to get back in front on the scoreboard, and fingers crossed there'll be a bit of space in our wide channel with our 13 having a red card now.
Cheers, mate. Speedy recovery. Thank you, Joe.
There's Don Franchi, the latest try scorer. Words from Joe. Look alike, don't they, Josh?
I haven't seen that.
Look, twins.
Score, boys.
So a knock on from Llandovery, just inside the Ebbw Vale 22.
I wonder if Dom can play hooker as well.
Yeah.
He's got size for it.
Yes.
Okay, let's hold lads.
And Sean Parry
Going off.
has come into his own the last 10 minutes. Possibly should have given a little 2v1 pass.
Okay, let's go lads.
We're having a word with David Thomas later. Replacement at hooker for Llandovery. Finn Thomas is on for Cameron Lewis.
Let's put a shift in. Fair play to him, Cam.
Let's go, second wave, let's go.
Okay, let's go lads, quickly. Let's go.
Green ball.
What's your messages to Ebbw Vale if you're Jason Strange now, Josh? 6-point lead, 20 minutes to go.
Play down in the right areas of the field. Make Llandovery play out. Because obviously they're now chasing the game. Use Evan Lloyd or Dorian just to put the ball back down on the other side of the field. Back up with a good kick chase.
No, lads. No, boys, be quiet. The gap's too big. The gap's too big.
No one Ebbw Vale here. They'll probably go for a scrum penalty.
Okay, let's close this gap. Quick reset. Let's go. Let's go. No, it's fine, boys. It's just the gap was too big, lads.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Scrum for penalty. Dorian Jones down to halfway. He built from there. Seems like a sensible message, but the experience of Jamie Hughes, Berry and Watkins, and now the fresh legs of Finn Thomas in that front row for Llandovery.
Bind.
All change in Ebbw Vale's front row. Charlie Manship did come on, but Morris's yellow card is over.
Use it.
Flat ball to Ethan Phillips. Just gets on the outside. Stretches his legs. Has support on the inside from Dom Franchi. Lovely break by Ebbw Vale. Harris can't get away from Owen Hughes, who did well to just slow it up. There's an Ebbw Vale player down on the far side. There's the young second row, Bateman Lloyd.
And I think this is seeing that now from Ebbw Vale, where they've run it from their own 22, is the difference compared to what they were last year, where they probably would have been conservative, kick it along. You know, they've had a crack first, made it beyond the halfway line. Now they're in a good position. They can keep that pressure on Llandovery.
Taking advantage of the extra man as well. Jack Pope wearing 6 in the outside channel. Harris has to do some work. Curtis Gregory, there's the fullback, Evan Lloyd. They've gone from side to side here. Finally, David Thomas gets to stretch his legs into the 22 of Llandovery. Harris, good engine on the scrum half, going from side to side. Gregory again ships it on. There's Bateman Lloyd, he's everywhere, the young second row, isn't he? Back to the short side goes Harris. Dorian Jones, little show, gets it out there. Ethan Phillips with his long legs and reach. What a score that is from Ebbw Vale. They went from side to side. They started in a scrum in their own 22. Went wide left, went wide right, back to the left, rocking back and forth. And it's the skipper that gets in the corner. Ethan Phillips takes it 2 scores clear.
They'll be looking for that next try now, to take them 15 points clear for that extra bonus point. It just shows in this level how important having 15 players on the field is. A moment of madness from Corey Baldwin maybe, but this is taking the game away from Llandovery now, I think.
Good finish from Phillips. He had a bit to do. Lovely pass in the tackle. He had a bit to do, but a long stride, and he just kept his feet in field. He's got a bit of cramp for his trouble. Llandovery now trying to talk through what's next, but it's a long way back for the Drovers now. One man short with Corey Baldwin's red card. Dorian Jones turns away. Well, he's finally missed one. He is human after all, but that takes it to 33-22, 11-point gap. Lots to do for Llandovery now.
Ball.
First kick, Dorian Jones has missed tonight. Ethan Phillips has recovered from a bit of cramp.
Yeah, I know. Ten.
He did well to finish this, Josh.
Yeah, to be fair, he's been in this Ebbw Vale team for a number of years now. He understands how they game. He's a focal point of their team as well.
Well, the contestable is back. Jordan Evans picks up the loose ball, and What has Lee Rees got left in the tank? Berry and Watkins to Ioan Hughes. Long pass. Jack Davis in the 5-metre channel. Steps round Dom Franchi.
Push.
And Rees trying all he can. Jamie Hughes. Experienced props are on now. There's the other one. Berry and Watkins. Lee Rees trying to generate quick ball. Inside ball. That's a little ploy. Llandovery half doesn't come off. Charge down, Tian Sparrow. No advantage. The young flanker got over, but there was a knock on early in the piece. You can't take your eyes off this one.
End-to-end stuff, this. But ultimately, this is what we want to see from SRC Rugby. We want to see a good brand of rugby being played. We want to see these young boys express themselves out there. I'm all for it.
Time's off.
Ethan Phillips is still struggling with that calf.
Taking what's wrong, injury or cramp? Yeah, that's good.
Injury or cramp. And there's Eros Evans, who looks pretty despondent.
Let's go.
Probably had an inkling at the red card that the cavalry was coming for Ebbw Vale.
It's always going to be a tough night after that's happened.
Last scrum, better set up, okay? Let's get back to that, okay?
So, if it stays like this, Ebbw Vale will retain the Challenger Shield. That's one thing, but more importantly, we'll leapfrog Llandovery at the top of the SRC.
Crow.
With the game in hand as well?
With the game in hand there, as it stands, a 3-point gap with the game in hand. That's a good position to be in. And seemingly, Bridgend, Swansea, Carmarthen, Quins, Aberafan already a fair way off. Sorry, Josh. Lovely little kick, the added value of a kicking fullback, Evan Lloyd. Seems to have no ill effects from Corey Baldwin's boot. Having a good game, 15. 12 minutes then for Llandovery to do something. 5 tries now to Ebbw Vale.
I think Llandovery will look to get that either 2 losing bonus points, 4 tries and be within 7, or they will try and scrap back into this.
Yeah, not straight. I think the crowd told everybody at home, as well as the referee.
Ethan, scrum.
And that's a bit of a killer as well, isn't it? That the clock just keeps ticking, Josh, and
not straight.
You've now turned possession over in your own half.
Giving Ebbw Vale a freebie. It just shows how important having a strong set piece is. I think they're probably thinking, look, we haven't had ball for a period of time. Let's just win something. Ebbw Vale get up, although they don't steal it, they still manage to they get a turnover for a non-straight.
He's in the dark place, Corey Baldwin, isn't he?
Yeah.
Set.
The game is turned on his red card, and every tails are up at the start of the second half. But it's been all changed, 15-14, and Ebbw Vale have really capitalised on it, come to life.
I'll come this side. Let's go, lads, quick reset, let's go.
Just remind our viewers, Josh, that Ebbw Vale are chasing an extra bonus point. And that they need
2 points.
That's all they need. So potentially a penalty in front of the sticks, or even knowing Dorian Jones a drop goal.
His brother used to like a couple of them as well.
Crow.
Knowing Kingsley fancy a few as well in his day, but it's about Dorian tonight.
Lads, we're just pre-engaging both sides. Quick reset.
And we're into the last 10 minutes now with these reset scrums.
So pre-engage again, let's go.
2 complaints from Jamie Hughes. Berry and Watkins shakes his head. Who knows what goes on there?
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Big scrum coming in from Ebbw Vale. They want the penalty. They've got the penalty. Harris free play. Chisels it through for Bowden. But they get the penalty, and I wonder is Dorian Jones eyeing up 3 points here. Gum Shield's gone into the sock.
There's corner. Back in the pack.
Back in the pack, more than one way. The Skinner card. What a kick from the outside half. Jack Davis complains to Craig Evans that went over the dead ball, but the flag went up. He was right there, Craig Evans, and it looked from here that it was a perfect kick.
Big shift by Conker there, coming off now.
So, replacement at 9. Rory Harris had a good game, done a lot of work, and Dan Buffery's on. Another Christ College product, but that's not straight.
Lee. Captain option. Scrum a line. Scrum a line. Line out cold.
Well, we're right next to the Ebbw Vale coaching staff, and they're not happy with that decision, Josh.
I'm not sure that's a genuine complete though, because he's about 3 metres in front of him.
So better gap, lads.
So you have to be opposite him for non-straight.
Well, we're watching a freeze frame on the coach's laptop. It looks pretty good. Looks better than that one, to be fair. But Llandovery have it. They got a long way to go, 95 metres or so. And Ebbw Vale are disrupting that one back towards touch, and the flag goes up. Well, not only have the players got their tails up, the crowd have too.
Bateman Lloyd has just absolutely destroyed that maul again.
Good game, isn't he?
Big impact from the young 19-year-old. He just destroyed that maul by himself.
I'm sure Josh Turnbull will be reporting back to the Wales 20s camp.
Get someone to check his date of birth out properly.
Yeah.
You never know with this stuff from up the valleys.
Ebbw Vale surging. Here come the cavalry. Franchi's in there. Bowden's in there. They're up over the line. Can they get it down? There it is. That takes them clear for another bonus point. If they can hold on in the remaining 6.5 minutes, it's a 6th try. And guess who it is?
Just over 6.
Yaya Morris, his 6th try of the season in his 4th game. Formidable driving maul, Josh.
Something that Ebbw Vale pride themselves on, and you know they put a lot of work into it, and you can see that just by how tight they are with their maul.
Well, it's seemingly going to be a long drive back to Llandovery tonight for the Drovers. As it stands, Ebbw have full points, try bonus, and 15 points plus deficit. Would be a pleasing night for Jason Strange if they get the full bag. Dorian Jones 4 out of 5 tonight, and a little 4 iron makes it 5 out of 6.
Well, he scuffed that one there.
Hey, Morris, top try scorer. Easy. All from 4 metres out. 40 points is up for Ebbw Vale.
Llandovery not the first team they've done it to, and they won't be the last this year either.
place to come, the CiNER Glass Community Stadium. Ethan Phillips, the captain, shows what he wants. Let's get it down there. He's down again with that cramp.
On the line.
Not sure how much longer of the remaining 5 minutes Ethan Phillips, the skipper, will play. We've already got Dylan Edwards on the field, so Phillips has to get back into the line. Llandovery throwing everything at it to finish. Adam Warren, Ebbw Vale shirts all over it. They've got the turnover. Dorian Jones ships it to Sean Parry. Buffery. There's Lewis Young, who's on the field. And the pick and go from Buffrey and the fend. He's clear. Jack Davis to beat. Good tackle from the fullback. Plenty of numbers there for Ebbw Vale. Dancing towards yet another try. They're all queuing up here now. There's tight head. Morgan Basanko with a charge, 5 metres. Well, they don't need to rush this, Ebbw Vale. They can put the final nail in the coffin here. The pick and go. Desperate defence from Llandovery. Buffrey. Dorian Jones thought about the kick. Up on the outside was Griff Evans.
He's on it, lads.
And I think Llandovery might have stolen that. Joe Powell's in there. And they have it back. Long way to go. Wearing 23 is George MacDonald on for Llandovery at scrum half. Lee Rees finally off the field. Llandovery are trapped on their own try line. Berrien Watkins tries to trundle it forward. He just gets to the 5 metre line. It was Jamie Hughes, in fact. MacDonald now will have to concede the kick, I think.
Use it!
2.5 minutes left into touch, and Ebbw Vale will settle for that. Well, lots of fine performances tonight for both sides. Llandovery had a big say in this game up until the red card of Corey Baldwin, but since then it's been all Ebbw Vale. And setting a game tonight is the skipper for Ebbw Vale. It's Ethan Phillips. Well,
6 calls.
He's had a bit of cramp the last 10 minutes, but I think he stayed on, Josh, for the full frame on TV.
He's put in a big shift, to be fair. He's led well. He's put the boys in the right areas as well. He's used his left boot to get them down there. And just in terms of, you know, utilising the right players around him to get what they want out of this game, really.
Well, we have some sort of maul here now. A lot of upright bodies, so Llandovery have repelled this one. Ebbw Vale won't mind too much. The clock runs to 1.5 minutes to go. And indeed, it is a maul turnover, and the clock will tick before this scrum into the final minute. Well, satisfying night for Jason Strange, his coaching team and his players. Game was in the balance. Start of the second half, great start of the second half.
Let's go.
From Llandovery. Tian Sparrow grabbed an early try in the second half, but then Corey Baldwin with a foul play misdemeanor, a loose boot on to the side of the head of Evan Lloyd. He was gone. And the 14 men just haven't been able to contend with the Ebbw onslaught, the extra player, and an all-court game that's seen them hit 40 points. Reset scrum will be even more painful for Llandovery.
Both legs, yeah. Skate feet underneath you.
And Ebbw Vale will surge to the top of the SRC. They'll retain the Challenger Shield. It's a good night for them here at the CiNER Glass Community Stadium. It's been an entertaining game, typical of the SRC and the standard and the entertainment. You can expect join us here on S4C, S4C Click. Welsh and English commentary. We have URC coming up with the Dragons in Cardiff. We have Super Rugby highlights next Tuesday. And then back to Llandovery next week for the visit of Bridgend. But it's all about Ebbw Vale here as they get the penalty. Do they want more points advantage? They want to ram this home. This will be the last act. Dorian Jones 5 metres out. Can they get one final try? Maybe just rubbing salt into the Llandovery wounds.
Big on. Time. Yeah, that's time. That's time, lads, okay?
So we might see a 15-man effort here. If they win the ball, it's stolen at the front. It's a long way to go. Joe Powell with the athletic take. They'll have to go wide here. Lewis out there to Jack Davis. Outside the 22. Plenty of Ebbw Vale shirts over there. They want to protect this 18-point lead for that extra bonus point. It's gone loose. Buffery couldn't quite gather it. Knocked it on. There'll be no advantage. And that'll be the end. Carwyn Sean, the referee, blows up a comprehensive win in the end for Ebbw Vale. The game was in the balance, and a 1-point game at half-time in favour of Llandovery was extended with Tian Sparrow's try, but a red card to Corey Baldwin meant a one-player advantage, and Dorian Jones and his men put their foot on the gas and put Llandovery to bed. They go to the top of the SRC in style in the end. 40 points on the board. Some magnificent tries scored. A man-of-the-match performance from skipper Ethan Phillips. Ebbw Vale tails her up. Top of the SRC, the run-out winners here over Llandovery by 40 points to 22.
Waw, gêm diddorol iawn fyna, gwych i'r niwtral a'i chefnogwr Lynebwy, ond hynod o rwystredig os ych chi'n rhan o dîm Llanymddyfri. A dyma sut mae'r tabl yn edrych hyd yma. Lynebwy ar ben y tabl gyda un gêm i chwarae hefyd. Mae nhw wedi cael dechreuad anhygoel i'r tymor yma. Chwarae teg iddyn nhw, Llanymddyfri lawr yn ail. Gawn ni weld beth sydd i ddod yn y SRC. Reit rownd 5 wrth gwrs i newydd gweld Lynebwy yn meiddi Llanymddyfri 40 pwynt i 22. Ar dydd Sadwrn yn rownd 5, mae Aberafon yn mynd lawr i'r prif ddinas i clasio yn erbyn Caerdydd. Cwins Caerfyrddin sy'n gwahodd Casnewydd i Casnewydd trio cael ei buddigoliad gyntaf o'r tymor. Pontypool yn erbyn Pen y Bont wedyn, ac wrth gwrs Abertawe yn teithio lan i RGC. Llwyth mwy o rygbi i chi hefyd. Clwb rygbi wrth gwrs i chafbwyntiau ar dydd Llun. Mae hwnna ar YouTube i chi. Mae clwb rygbi i chafbwyntiau nos Fawrth ar S4C am 10 o'r gloch. Ac wrth gwrs, mi fyddwn ni'n gweld Llanymddyfri unwaith eto yn erbyn Pen y Bont nos Iau wythnos nesaf. Reit, fi'n meddwl mae Ricky yng nghwmni Seren y Gêm, Ethan Phillips.
Josh Lloyd, dwi'n cael ymuno gan Ethan Phillips. Ethan, excellent tonight again, fair play to you. You were excellent in the semi up your last year, scored a very similar try when you ran through last year. What does it feel like to play on this stage and in front of the crowd as you have tonight? And what does it feel like to beat Llandovery in the form that they're in?
Obviously, well, this is why we play in games like this. Top of the table class, really. Yeah, this is why we play. It's a great crowd, great occasion. And yeah, great.
Well done, well deserved. Well done, Ethan. All the best for the season. Jess, we meet again. Yeah. Excellent tonight. Really, really took your chances when that red card took place. How do you think that affected the game, Jess?
Yeah, it was definitely a big moment. I thought Llandovery were really good in the first half. They had good speed of ball. I thought our physicality was off a bit, but full credit to the 23 players. Our accuracy second half and the intensity was much better. So, yeah, really pleased with the 6 points, but full credit to Llandovery. I thought up until that red card, they were really good tonight.
You can see what it means to the crowd, Jess. What's the reception going to be like when you get back in the club, seeing all those smiles meeting you as you walk through the door?
Yeah, no, the club's in a good place. You know, it's connected. It's really fortunate at the moment. The players do a lot of work, and everyone's benefiting the community. But yeah, it's always about the players, and they've done a good job tonight.
You've started. Well, it's been like dreams are made of. 24 points from 24. You must be pleased as a coach, and there's always work-ons. But how would you maintain that standard?
Yeah, we just got to keep staying in the present moment and you know, reinforcing what we're doing well. But there was lots tonight we can improve. But yeah, it's been a great start. But we know it's 22.
Get in there, Jess. Hurry up. Nôl I ti, Lloyd.
Na ti, na un ffordd o wneud Ricky. Right, Josh, gêm anhygoel fyna. Yr ail hanner eventful i ddweud y lleia. Llandovery, dechreuad gwych. cais yn syth 22-14 wedyn, ond un moment of madness gan Corey Baldwin yn newid y gêm.
Ie, yeah, ddim yn... So'n credu oedd eisiau gwneud beth oedd e wedi wneud, ond bydd e'n edrych nôl nawr a penderfyniad bydd eisiau gwneud rhywbeth gwahanol yn lle fe. Siwr o fod bydd e'n teimlo bach yn rhwystredig nawr, a oedd hwnna wedi newid y gêm i'r ddau tîm, a oedd Ebbw Vale wedi tyfu mewn i'r gêm wedyn a just tynnu ffwrdd o Llanymddyfri, a pan oedd hwnna wedi digwydd, wedi gwybod bod backs against the wall wedyn i Llandovery, a sut oedden nhw'n mynd i datblygu y sefyllfa, a oedd yn y bach yn anodd wedyn.
Ie, wrth gwrs, 4 cais di ateb ar ôl i Corey cael ei anfon bant. Ti'n meddwl o ran safleoedd, mae outside centre yn rhywun really bwysig i golli?
Ie, enwedig gyda pan ti'n amddiffyn o set piece, mae'n anodd enwedig, mae lot o pwysau ar y rhif 13 na enwedig, ond pan ti'n colli un arall, ti'n mynd lawr i 14 mae'n gwneud lot mwy anodd i'r tîm, ond dyth nhw rhoi'n gyda bach o profiad mewn i'r gêm, gyda Adam Warren, ond just oedd gormod dyn nhw'n wneud wedyn.
Ie, diolch Josh. Reit, mae mwy o gwmni da Ricky. Pwy sydd dati, bwy?
Diolch Lloyd, dwi'n cael ymuno gan Iros Evans a Lee Rhys. Iros, o'ch chi'n ennill 22.14 pham yn anffodus nath digwyddiad gyda Corey digwydd yn troi mewn i Gadair Coch. Faint o pwynt troiedig oedd hwnna i'r gêm, Iros?
Ie, newydd y gêm yn anffodus, wnaethon ni ddim ymateb dda ar ôl y Gadair Coch, a wnaethon ni cochi'r siarp ni a bach o rheolaeth ar y gêm, ond pob clod i nhw, wnaethon ni cael rhyw bel yn dda a gwython ni gyda'r ffordd.
Os unrhyw fath o cwestiwn ti'n gofyn am yr penderfyniad na, Iros, neu ti'n cytuno yw'r un cywir?
A beth ni'n disgwyl ar y fideo, oedd gyda'r penderfyniad un cywir, ni bach yn siomedig, oedd ymateb bach boes Lynebwy, bach over the top, really, ond siomedig i chi'n gythyn nhw ddim cadr am ymateb o'r nirthyn nhw hefyd.
Diolch, Iros. Lee, fel chwaraewr, mae hwnna'n galed i cymeryd, chi'n gweithio mor caled, wsnoth i wsnoth, wedi cael dechreuad gwych. Fel y captain, fel i ti'n mynd i siarad y boes, a trio cael y caden yn ôl na, ti'n gwybod beth sydd gyda ti yn ystafell newid, ond fel i chi'n cael y hyden yn ôl?
Mae blwyddyn hir iawn, so mae effa gynnar yn y blwyddyn, so fi'n credu am bwydi cyn y Cerdyn Coch yn ei chwarae rygbi dda, so fi'n credu mae jyst blwyddyn hir, so jyst bwynt yn ôl wythnos nesaf.
Fi'n credu bod pawb yn cytuno ar pwynt na, Lee. Mae fe'n blwyddyn hir, pob lwc, a welwn i chi to. Diolch, boes.
Reit, dyn arbennig iawn yn ymuno da fi fan hyn. Owen Conker. Owen, reit, yn gyntaf oll, ti'n chwarae mewn safle. Wel, dylsych chi joio chwarae yn safle ti yn Ebbw Vale oherwydd nhw'n defnyddio'r blaenau nhw yn sicr. Roedd hwnna'n gêm really cyrfforol fyna. Sut nes ti ffeindio fe?
Hanner cyntaf, really tough i fod yn honest. Pob clod i Llandovery, yn y grif iawn yn hanner cyntaf, ond chwarae wythwr pan mae'r pac yn mynd ymlaen, mae'n lyflu i fod yn honest.
Gwych, a ti'n joio chwarae nawr, fi'n tybio, oherwydd o ti'n cael bach o anafiadau, ti bach yn sal llynedd, felly pa mor bwysig yw'r tymor yma i ti ddatblygu?
Hynod o bwysig, just i cael, run o games, consistency hefyd, so honestly, mor bwysig i fi.
A Josh, cwestiwn i ti, oes da ti unrhyw advice i reng o ifanc?
Na, just bles gweld bod ti, o sut mae Ebbw Vale yn chwarae, bod ti'n edrych bod ti'n joio beth ti'n neud, a ti'n cael lot o pel yn dwylo ti, a ti'n neud lot o traffaith i'r Llanymddyfri heno. Beth ti'n joio beth mae Ebbw Vale wedi datblygu gêm nawr tymor yma, a sut mae wedi datblygu gêm nhw?
Fi'n credu un o'r pethau, just bod ni mor agos ar y cae ac off y cae hefyd, ond i fod yn honest, gêm pŵer ni, heno roedd e'n awesome i fod yn honest.
A Owen, wrth gwrs, ti'n chwaraewr ifanc sy'n y dreigiau, Academi'r dreigiau. Pa mor bwysig yw'r gyngradd yma, chwarae i Lynebwy yn S4C i ti ddatblygu fel chwaraewr?
Hanod o bwysig. Just gallu profi occasions fel hyn hefyd, jyst i fod o flaen o'r teli, a honestly, mae'n mor bwysig.
Dawn ti, bwy, llongyfrichiadau, joio heno. Diolch, mate, top man. Diolch, fawr.
Diolch.
Reit, wel, lot yn mynd mlaen yn y hanner yna. Gadewch ni edrych felly ar reit o ceisiau Ebbw Vale, Lynebwy wrth gwrs. Dyma un Dom Franchi. Fan hyn, Josh, o'n i'n gweld nhw yn adeiladu'r pwysau. Wel, gorffeniad anhygoel, catch anhygoel fan hyn. A falle dyma esiampl o Ebbw Vale yn chwarae'r brand newydd hynna o rygbi.
Ie, just, ti wedi gweld nhw, maen nhw dadlaeth o bel mwy tymor ma. Ti gallu gweld nhw dadlaeth o mas o tackle. Ti'n gweld y ffaith bod nhw'n chwarae mor gym mor agored, a gyda'r ffaith bod nhw'n gallu chwarae gym dyn pan nhw'n mewn yn y ugain tîmoedd eraill.
Ie, a Ricky, nes i gofyn ti cyn y gêm, efe dyma'r tymor i Lynebwy. Ar ôl be welys ti fyna, ti'n meddwl, ie, falle?
Ie, twod, maen nhw'n gallu ware mwy na un ffordd nawr, a na beth oedd i arf nhw o blaen. Ond fi'n credu'r arf sydd gyda nhw nawr, maen nhw'n gallu ware'n dyn, ond mae sgiliau nhw yn wych ar y foment. Mae pawb yn cyffyrddus gyda'r bel, a hefyd, fel pobl fel Ethan Phillips, mae fe'n tyfu mewn i'r rôl na o captain, a hefyd mae'n tyfu mewn i rhywun sy'n gallu trin y bel a dod i pobl arall mewn i gwagle.
Ie, a ti'n amlwg yn fan mawr o Ethan Phillips. Dyma cais fe o gynne. Ti'n amlwg yn fan mawr, oherwydd nes ti ddewis o cefnwr fel ser yn y gêm, ni ddim yn gweld yn aml iawn. Be ti'n meddwl o fe fel chwaraewr? Ti'n dweud mae'n tyfu, ond heno ma, be ti'n meddwl o perfformiad fe?
Mae'n neud popeth yn cywir, na dwi. Mae'n dal ar pêl na. Mae hwnna'n tafliad gwych tu ôl y cefeng yn Dorian Jones cyn dechrau. Ond hefyd, i casglu'r bel na, mae'n dangos sgil a mynydd i wneud y peth cywir. Bydd y lot o chwaraewyr yn panig am yna a cwmpo'r bel.
Ie, ac wrth gwrs, fi heb gofyn ti am y cardyn coch na. Fi'n tybio ti wedi cael get-away da lot o nhw back in the day. Ti'n meddwl oedd yn cardyn coch?
O, mae fe'n cardyn coch drwy dydd. Ges i un la man un unwaith, a hwnna ddim bai fi fyd. Ond...
Wrth gwrs oedd e ddim. Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
Ond, yn ymffodus, mae Corey wedi cico allan, mae wedi dala fe yn y pen. Sa'n credu wrth yr ymateb gyda Corey yn ei wyneb bod wedi trial wneud e. Achos o'n nhw'n cyd-chwaraewyr gyda dreigiau. Os ni'n edrych, a ti'n gweld fel mae Corey'n ymateb. Sa'n credu oedd wedi trial wneud e, ond oedd yn cerdyn coch, odi.
Ie, Josh, ni wedi cyffrodd ar hynna'n barod. Ti'n meddwl oedd yn gwybod oedd pen fe na, neu fe jyst yn cico mas mewn rwystredigaeth?
Fi'n credu cicodd y mas wedyn edrychodd e. Ti'n gallu gweld na ar ymateb, ond yn ffodus, mae wedi gwneud beth mae wedi gwneud, a mae'n cardyn coch fel wedys y gyda.
Ie, a Josh, ni'n gweld Llandovery wrth gwrs ar y sgrin yr un amser wythnos nesa yn erbyn Pen y Bont. Mae Pen y Bont yn mynd yn dda eleni trydydd yn y tabl. Be ti'n gweld fyna? Ti'n meddwl mae'n cyfle gwych i Llanymddyfri? Wel, gwir o beth nhw wedi gwneud yn anghywir heno falle?
Ie, bydd, a bydd nhw edrych ar y gêm ma. Dechrau nhw ar ail hanner y gwych. Mae rhaid nhw'n mynd mas na wythnos nesaf, neu'r un peth o'r dechrau gêm. Bydd y lan yn Llanymddyfri, bydd nhw yn trac gloi, bydd y gêm agored eto, bydd nhw eisiau chwarae fel maen nhw'n gallu.
Ie, gwych, diolch yn fawr i chi'ch dau heno yma, top job fel arfer. Reit, i chi wylwyr, mae llwyth i ddod ar S4C. Gewn ni weld beth chi'n gallu disgwyl. Y brodyr crofft y raglen dogfen anhygoel am yr efeilliaid sy'n bocsio. Mae hwnna ar gael i ffrydio ar S4C. Clic BBC iPlayer a YouTube. Credwch chi fi, mae werth ei wylio. Ac wrth gwrs, wythnos siarad Gymraeg, wythnos yma. Felly amser gwych am iaith ar daith. Un o gymeriadau fwyaf yn rygbi Cymraeg, Alan Wyn Jones. Drawi pildroed wedyn ar sgorio, dydd Sadwrn hanner awr wedi 12, Bow Street yn erbyn y Flint, a wedyn ralio, dydd Sul am canol dydd. Nôl i'r rygbi wedyn. Clwb rygbi nos y fori ar S4C, y dreigiau yn croesawu Caerdydd i Rodney Parade. Wedyn clwb rygbi chafbwyntiau, mae hwnna ar gael dydd Llun ar YouTube ac ar nos Fawrth am 10 o'r gloch. Ac wrth gwrs, fel weles i, cyfle i Llanymddyfri cael buddugoliaeth arall yn erbyn Pen y Bont, ond mi fydd yn gêm wych fi'n siŵr. Reit, gêm gwych heno yma gyda cwmni gwych wrth gwrs. A fi'n dechrau meddwl, ydy unrhyw un yn mynd i cymryd y darian na o Lynebwy? Gewn ni weld, ond tan wythnos nesaf, gwelwn chi na.